Yeah, so then I was like, man, fuck you, dude. And
that guy. Oh,
hi. Are we on?
I think so. Yeah, I just got a little bit left.
Don't leave that down here. Well, Mom was gonna get mad. Mama's gonna get real mad.
So how's it going?
It's going.
How do you like this new mic placement?
I already told you what I thought. Brings back awful memories of my uncle. Because it's right here in my face. I don't want to talk about it.
Man, your uncle was a lucky dude. That's huge. You, not so much. Oh
hey,
my God, did you see that?
Mr. Monkey.
I just blasted liquid all over me when we were talking about your uncle and these microphones.
Of course you did.
Oh, don't get it off of me. That was rough.
What's up, Mr. Monkey? How are the firefighting days?
Man.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Watched a couple movies this week. What'd you watch? Anything good?
I saw. He said it's going good. How do you say? I don't want to massacre his name.
Percio.
Percio. What's up, Percio? I always say, hey, what's up? But I don't want to say the name because I don't want to massacre it. But it's Percio?
Yeah.
That's it? Okay.
The GG is just a gamer thing.
Oh, I know that, but I just wanted to make sure I pronounce it.
Oh, okay. I did find some of the liquor that Percio was talking about. The Brazilian rum, Churacacho, Cachaca. I found some at a local liquor store here, so I'm going to get some.
Mr. Monkey said there was a house fire yesterday. Did you pull out any burning gatos? That means cats.
I know. There was a bar near me in Dallas called El Gato Negro, the black cat. It was on the wrong side of the tracks. My mom told me never to go there. It was in South Dallas, right across from Fair Park. Not real good.
Not
My dad grew up.
real good.
So, what movie did you watch?
Oh, I finally finished watching the RoboCop remake.
Oh, yeah.
See, when it first came out on streaming services, I don't remember the exact year. I forgot. I should have remembered.
I don't know. 2010s?
2010s. I started watching it because I guess my roommate rented it, and I put it on, and I was like, I can't do this. Like, because, you can't fuck with the original RoboCop.
It's hard.
It's fucking satire. Like, it's dark satire.
Yeah.
And this has no satire. It's straight up. They turned it more into like these people don't want the crime to succeed. And these people want to take care of it. And there's like a show. It's like the Republicans and the Democrats.
But is it still like OCP and stuff? Like the company, everything's all still the same.
It's all the same. Murphy, they changed his partner into a black male.
Instead of a bubblegum chewing hot chick.
Yeah.
That's weird.
There's no crazy headshots.
Does it follow like the same? Is it the same story?
They changed it a little bit, but just enough to make it its own movie. And I think they did it. I finally watched it on. I was like, yeah, that wasn't too bad. I want to watch it again.
Is there a guy that gets like stuck in the nuclear waste that gets?
No, there's none of that.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's all straight up action fucking movie, but cheese moo.
Oof.
But the RoboCop looks cool. He's all fucking military armor black and stuff.
That's cool. The screen keeps glitching today.
Mr. Monkey said nobody thought there was an elderly man inside, but he had just left.
That's good. My house burnt down when I was a senior in high school. And my brother got home and thought my mom was still in there because her car was there, but she had gone to the movies with her friend. So, like, he he tried to open the front door. He didn't realize how bad the fire was inside. It had already like blacked out the windows. So he opened the front door and it was just like, crazy flames, and he ran around the back to where her room was and grabbed a shovel and he hit the window, he said, as hard as he could, and it didn't break. And later the firefighters told him it's because it was too much pressure in there.
If it would have broke, it would have blew up.
It probably, yeah.
It would have probably killed him.
But he thought my mom was in there, so,
Yeah, if those windows are black, your mom was gone if she was in there.
Yeah, but we were high school.
But lucky she went to go see Passion of the Christ.
No, it's before that.
RoboCop 2?
Maybe. My mom rarely goes to the movies, so it's like weird. And
because
there was like
it's the devil's
electrical fire in the attic or something.
There's only one kind of movie, and that's real life. That's what your mom says.
Yeah.
Ain't no talking picture boxes.
She's not like your mom. Your mom lets us sit in the basement and talk about movies. My mom's like, don't watch them devil movies.
Actually, she doesn't know about any of this. She thinks me and you right now are playing Twister. I tell her every time. Me and Douglas are going to be downstairs playing Twister. And she's always like, you and Twister.
I don't know if I believe that. But I'll go with it. Oh, the straw's not working out well for me. And every time I take a drink, like, stuff shoots out the side. I don't know what's happening. Already ruined my shirt.
It's busted.
It's a busted ass straw. Busted ass straw.
Twist his dick.
I don't know what that means.
I didn't know what that meant. Then I remembered we were down here playing Twister.
Oh.
Caught me off guard right there.
So, I started watching Piranha 3D today.
I love that movie.
Dude, it's so weird. Like, I saw it when it came out, which was like, over a decade ago, but it's weird how they got so many big, like, who's the guy at the beginning?
Omega! Look at...
Hey, Omega. Oh, that's awesome. That's rad. I want to get some more of those things from you.
I need to get the Predator one.
Yeah. So we're having a lot of drop frame rates tonight. Something's going on, but nothing we can do about it. Yeah, it's real crazy how many people are in that movie. Like how many kind of big cameos there are in such a shitty movie.
That is not a shitty movie. What's wrong? You didn't like it?
No, it's a great movie. It's like a super high-end B movie.
I told you, me and Lyric went and saw it when it came out. And how old was she? It came out 12 years ago.
Yeah, so she had to be 10.
Yeah, and the lady was like, you do know there's nudity and there's lots of gore. And Lyric looked at me like, please, bitch.
There's definitely nudity. Whenever I started playing it, I was at work and I was like, well, this is not suitable for work. But I was like, I'm just going to let it play. If somebody walks in, I'll turn the screen off.
Hell yeah, the floating severed dick in the water. Dude, in 3D, that shit. I was doing that. I did that in the theater. Because it was, 3D.
Well, they just added it on Netflix, so it's on there.
If you haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's a great. Jerry O'Connell is the O'Connell.
Him, I used to get him and Ozark guy.
Yeah. I used to think they were brothers. Jason Bateman.
And they say all kid actors are bad. Man, those two guys have been around since
what was he in?
Small.
Because Jerry O'Connell he was the main guy in Sliders, which I used to love.
Oh yeah, man. Then it got dumb.
Yeah, it was really good when it started, and then it got a little crappy. But what else?
Yeah, it was what's his name, the dwarf from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in it. There are a lot of big actors.
And I was like, dude, how did he got his legs mutilated to play that dwarf? because he was tall.
You know, we were just watching videos on forced perspective forced perspective in movies, and it is so crazy. Like, it's so crazy. And the reason we started watching it is I always thought in The Gate that it was mostly claymation, but there's hardly any claymation. It's all forced perspective.
They were all forced perspective. Like, they were all in suits.
When the little guys are running on the floor, they're actually one story down. There's a giant hole cut in the floor. The actors are strapped to the wall, and that's guys down in suits on marks, like, running around. And it makes them look like they're tiny.
It was a fake leg.
Oh, my God, it's so crazy. So cool. Like, and because I was like, man, they look so creepy. They look so creepy, and then...
Oh, Jamie just said...
Oh, that movie isn't for another month. Yeah, we're talking about that movie next month, but...
Did you see that glitch?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, it was a face, like a sideways face.
I don't like that.
It looked like that emojis, the one that Jamie put of that guy choking himself.
He's touching his chin. He's going like this.
I don't get it.
Let's make one of those. Let's try to recreate that with you. We'll do it this week. We can recreate it and replace one of our emojis we have. Or save it for later. So, yeah, that was that movie's pretty good. I forgot. I haven't seen that since, probably 10 years or something. And it's pretty good.
It's really short, right? Such a short movie.
Yeah, I didn't finish it because I had to come over to your mom's house for the stream. But I did start it, and it was. I'm gonna finish it. Soon.
So today,
what are we talking about today?
We're talking about 2 Netflix original movies.
That's actually,
and I don't really care for Netflix horror movies. You know me in Netflix horror. The only good ones I've ever seen: Midnight Mass.
What about?
I'm done.
What about The Haunting of Hill
Never
House?
saw them.
Haunting of Hill House?
No, too many people saw it and were like, I'm fucking badass now because I fucking saw it. I'm a fucking horror fan now. So I'm like, fuck The Haunting of Hill House.
So I have a feeling that you don't watch a lot of modern horror movies and things the same way I didn't watch Blair Witch because there's too much hype behind it.
Yeah.
And so you're like,
they're exactly the same, but kind of not.
Yeah, mine's like 10 years ago. Or 20 years ago. How long ago did that movie come out? A long time ago.
Long time. I think I was like 4.
Yeah. So I didn't watch that but I did, and we've talked about it. But yeah. So Day Shift, which is the new one, and Army of the Dead.
Yes.
Yeah. So we should probably get into the show, talk about those. And we're gonna start with Day Shift, right? Yep, that's what the marquee says. Day Shift. If you haven't seen Day Shift, I'd say if you haven't seen either one of these movies and you have Netflix, just stop watching us now and go watch the movie and then come back. Or if you don't care about watching them and you don't care about spoilers, just talk to us now because we're just gonna destroy the movie.
I don't give a shit about spoilers.
I don't either.
I'll still watch the movie.
That's how I feel. But
because I'm so old, I forget shit. So when it happens, when I see it, I'm like,
oh yeah, I remember somebody talked about that.
Holy shit, that came out of nowhere.
Okay.
Like Lyric would go see a movie, and then she'd come home or whatever, and I'd be like, so what happened? Like, what happens? And she'd be like, no, I'm not gonna tell you. You need to watch. No, I don't give a shit. So she'll explain the whole movie. Oh, and then he died, and they died, and I'm like, fucking thanks.
And then
fucking thanks.
But then do you still go and watch it?
Yeah, I just every time that
I want to know, since I did that, since we basically acted out Invisible Man for you, have you seen that yet?
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay. Was our acting skills good? Did we act it out well for you?
It was great. And remember there was that guy sitting next to us eating?
Yeah. He's probably like, Why are you explaining the whole movie in the lobby?
No, remember I went, hey dude, you want to turn around and get on this? Like, you're missing a good act.
Yeah.
And he was just sitting there eating. I'm like, dude, I know you heard me.
We played out the entire movie in the theater.
In the theater. It was great.
Okay, so Day Shift.
Day Shift stars Jamie Foxx,
Yep. Ray.
Electro Man from Spider-Man, electrolysis guy. What's his name from Spider-Man?
I don't know.
I'm not a big Spider-Man fan. Or Marvel. Is that Marvel?
Jamie Foxx.
I know, but he played electrolysis
Oh
guy.
yeah, you said and. You said it stars him and.
Oh, I meant.
He's from.
Well, you said Ray, so I said and.
Oh, okay,
electrolysis guy.
Sorry, folks, that's a miscommunication.
Oh shit! Lyrics
Lyric.
in the house.
What's up, Lyric? So, director J.J. Perry.
It's his first movie.
First movie. He's really a stuntman.
Actually, it's he did a crazy tampon commercial in the 90s.
Really? That's kind of crazy.
Where the girl's like running down the
Like he
street
directed it?
and fucking jumping over cars, and you're like, what the fuck is this going on? And it's just she's going to Walgreens to get tampons. It's crazy.
Is that a real story?
No, I just made that shit up.
You got me. You got me. So it is his first movie, but he's been a stunt coordinator, like he's been in the stunt departments on
John Wick.
a lot of stuff. Yeah, he did John Wick 2. He's done, I mean, a lot. His resume is huge. And then the writer, funny enough, I didn't even know this, but the writer Shay Haddon, he is the one that did the screenplay for Army of the Dead, which we're also talking about tonight, and I had no idea. It had nothing to do with us watching these two movies. We really watched them because they're both monster movies from Netflix, right? That was our like kind of Netflix movies that we liked. So what did he also do? He also did Army of Thieves.
Have you seen that?
Army of Thieves, yeah.
How was it?
It's good.
But there's no zombies.
No, there are zombies. Because it's happening while the zombie outbreak is happening in the U.S. So they kind of cut to that a little bit.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna have to watch it.
And then they kind of tie it in. I'll talk about it whenever we get to Army of the Dead. But yeah, so he did that, and then he also did the screenplay for John Wick 3, 4, and 5, which are not all released yet, but he did the screenplay for those. So that's pretty cool. I feel like it's a good movie overall. I don't know how
Night
you
Shift?
felt about it.
It was okay.
Day Shift.
Day Shift.
Night Shift is a different movie.
Night Shift was the one about the judge, the court, the TV series.
That's Night Court.
God dang it!
That's Night Court. Night Shift is a horror movie that came out
Stephen
this
King.
year. But there's also Night Shift. No, that's Last Shift. Oh my God, there's so many shifts.
Last Shift isn't Stephen King.
I know. I'm just saying that movie came out this year. Last Shift, Night Shift,
Last shit.
Last Shit. That'll be when you go to the bathroom, you don't come back, and I'll be like, Carlos,
That was his
Carlos,
last
are
shit.
you okay?
That was his last shit.
He's died on the toilet like Elvis.
Like Elvis. And you know what's funny? He was eating a peanut butter banana sandwich too. While shitting.
Oh, was Elvis doing that?
Yeah.
That's messed up. I didn't know that. I don't know if I believe you.
I don't know. I think I heard something about it.
So, Jamie Foxx, Dave Franco. Dude, Dave Franco was great in this movie. He had some good comic relief.
Yeah, there was some funny part.
Did Night Shift have Michael Keaton in it?
Yeah, that's one of them, and Henry Winkler. Where they turned their morgue into a prostitution den.
That's
Oh
not
shit, I
good.
just hit the mic.
It's fine. It's got a shock mount on it. I think you can like hit it in it a little bit and it will be okay. I think. I don't know. This is a new setup. We're trying to get the ultimate sound quality. Without having those $400 mics. We're trying to get ultimate sound quality with $20 mics that you can get. Who else? Who else was in it? Anybody good? Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg played Big John, but he was
Snoop Dogg plays the same fucking character in every movie.
yeah, he's Snoop Dogg.
No, like do something different. They should have put him glasses on and made him a nerd.
He's like Tracy Morgan. He just plays the same character in everything.
Oh, all those guys are in trouble. Tracy Morgan and
I don't know anything about that.
look it up. Tracy Morgan and one of the night guys.
And then
the shows.
and then the wife, Bud's wife, in the movie, she is
Edward James Olmos, Mr. Monkey.
dude, I love Edward James almost.
He plays the same character. He plays an old Mexican man.
With scars.
It's like Battlestar Galactica was part 2 from Stand By Me or Always Standing in the Corner or
Stand by things.
where he played that principal.
Oh yeah.
No, the math teacher.
Yeah. It's called Hook Me Up.
Stand and Deliver.
Stand and Deliver. So Megan Good, she plays Jocelyn, who is Bud's wife. Did you recognize her?
I don't recognize anybody anymore.
Oh, okay. She is, I was like, I know her. And I looked her up and I was like, yep, that's where I knew her from.
Where?
She is the Darla from Shazam. The little girl that's his sister. Whenever she's the big Shazam. Whenever she's the Shazam sister. So that movie will be
The
part two will be-
Shazam.
Shazam.
The Shazam.
And then who else? The main the vampire lady who's on their side. She's also the girlfriend from Guns Akimbo. She's Frodo's girlfriend.
That's Frodo.
Frodo from Guns Akimbo.
Oh yeah, the little elf guy that does magic.
Isn't it? Oh, Harry. Sorry, Harry Potter. They're the same person to me.
Yeah.
They need to do
The
a movie
Mexican
together.
girl, right?
Yeah, the one that was his neighbor that turned out to be a vampire.
Oh no, I'm talking about the main 7.
Oh no. She's I didn't see anything.
She's in that new series, Home Economics.
I haven't heard that.
Dude, it's so good. It's on Hulu. Hulu. I've said it too many
Hulu.
times. Hulu.
Yeah.
Hulu.
So she
plays what's his name from that 70s show? The main kid from that 70s show?
yeah.
He's a writer writing about his family. Like his brother's rich and is super rich, but
And
he's
she's in
dumb. Dumb as a damn bag of rocks. And she plays his wife. And the way she spoke in the movie, like Tex-Mex,
Yeah.
that's the way she... And I was like, I like her. And then when I saw her as the main vampire, I was like, yeah, she's starting to get bigger roles.
Yeah, she's also in
Hulu's. Hulu's.
she's also in
Hulu.
Hulu.
What is Hulu?
She's also in the remake of Jacob's Ladder.
Oh,
It came out a couple years ago.
I won't even...
I refuse to watch it. That's one of the ones that like it's too good. I don't want to watch a remake of it. I just don't want to.
Man, you can't fuck around with the original Jacobs.
Yeah, that's a good movie. And then of course Peter Stormare.
No matter whenever I see him, I always think of Constantine.
Dude, you know I do too.
He's voted the best
devil.
devil ever portrayed on any film.
Dude, yeah, when he puts his dirty ass feet on his face, I'm like, oh my god. And I think of
The best part's when he sits in a chair and he fucking claps his hands all
Yeah.
fucking excited.
yeah. I think about whenever I think about him, I think about Constantine and the Big Lebowski. To me, those are like his. And I know he's not like huge in Lebowski, but like you know, being one of the nihilist guys, like he's. I feel like he's just. He's awesome as that.
I think the two best Lucifers or devils ever portrayed Satan are him and Viggo Mortensen from The Prophecy.
That's old.
Yeah, he was a nobody back then, and he came out as. Oh yeah, he was pretty good in American Gods.
Yeah, he played Zernabog.
The hammer
Zernabog.
god, right?
Yeah.
The hammer.
Zernabog.
I never finished watching that. You said it wasn't too good, right?
No, because here's the thing about American Gods. I loved the movie. I mean, I loved the book to the point that as soon as the movie started like splitting from the book, and it just got wildly off. Like it wasn't, and I was like, how could they do this? Like this has like at a certain point, it was like this didn't has nothing to do with the book anymore, other than the same characters. And then what really sucked was that I found out that the writer actually helped, or he did write the screenplay, and he was like, "Oh, I wanted to make it different," and I'm like, "Why would you want to make it different? Like you're making American Gods. You could have just made." I don't know. That was weird to me.
I hate when they try to change shit when it's already.
Yeah.
Why are you going to change shit that's already amazing?
Oh, he was also in John Wick 2 as well. So that's Peter Stormare.
Man, that dude's in a lot of shit.
Oh, and then I was like, I recognize this guy. The guy who, do you remember in the movie the henchman who, the main bad vampire lady, the henchman, who was with her pretty much at all turns, and he ends up fighting James Franco.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they rip him up. So, did you recognize him from anything? So, he plays Hitler in that movie Guess Who's Back?
Oh,
the
shit.
one where Hitler
comes back
through a time portal or something.
Through a time portal.
And
in the bushes.
And they think he's someone pretending to be Hitler just to talk about social things, and he gets all famous and put on TV and gets his own show. And yeah, that's a weird. I think I first saw that with you. Like there was some.
Where did we see that?
I think at work.
Recently saw it.
Well, we watched the recap.
Oh, the recap. Yeah, that's right.
Recently, and I was like, that guy looks familiar, and that's totally he's the one who played Hitler, and we just saw that like just a few weeks ago. So that was pretty cool. I agree, Jamie. I think he was the best part of American Gods. I didn't like some of the people they picked for the other characters for that show. That show really disappointed me.
Crispin Glover? Who did he play?
Crispin Glover? I don't know if I got that far.
Yeah, he came out eventually.
It went off track so fast, I was like, I'm not watching this.
So anyway, Day Shift.
Day Shift, yeah.
Jamie Foxx plays a hardworking man trying to provide for his daughter as a pool cabana boy. But really, he goes to these houses hunting vampires illegally.
Is it illegal?
I mean,
he's not part of the union.
He's not part of the union, the vampire union.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I thought that was cool, vampire union. And like this movie had a lot of potential to be fucking great, like super great, but with all these actors, and they just kind of dropped the ball with the story. It just kind of went.
I thought there were things that they could have done way better. One, what was the main vampire lady's name? Angela? Jeez. What's her name? Well, anyways, she's kind of telling this story about, at some point, we used to own the valley, humans used to worship us, you built temples to us, all this stuff.
They don't show... Dude, flashbacks would have been so cool.
Flashbacks, they dropped the ball. Now, unless they're planning on coming out with some kind of prequel that shows all that kind of stuff, it's like Audrey. Yeah, she kind of hints at all this stuff that's happened in the past, but there's zero flashbacks. There are, they don't really build her character up at all. And she's supposed to be like
the main girl of.
Yeah. I mean,
she's like valley,
She's like at least hundreds of years old, yet they don't kind of build up her past at all. Like to me, it's like they could have done way better. And then there's other things where it's like she, could have said more about what happened with her daughter. They literally said something. There's a vampire who gets killed. Who's an old lady.
That's how the movie starts. He goes to this pool cleaning, and he puts his toolbox up, but he opens it up, and there's like a shotgun and shit. And he goes in the house, snooping around, And the old lady that lives there, like, what are you doing in my house? And he fucking slaughters her.
Yeah.
And she turns into a crazy fucking vampire. We find out that's her daughter.
Yeah, and they tell a story. Oh, she came to America, had a kid, and then I guess became a vampire, but then left her kid there, and then came back.
The kid was 90.
But the kid was already
old.
like an old lady, so she turned her as an old lady, but it was still her kid, so she looks way younger than her kid. But they don't talk about any of that stuff other than just like one super small snippet. And
yeah, it's just
it
just
could
have
like,
been done. You could have added an extra 20 minutes to the movie, and it would have been cool because it's a decent movie, and I would have watched it just to show more.
Well, I feel like it could have been a 3.
Yeah, you said that too.
It could have been like one of those
Series.
mini series, like limited mini series, like 3 1-hour episodes or 3 hour and a half episodes. There was so much potential to put so much more story in there, and they really just turned it into.
They just wanted to fucking finish it and put it out.
Yeah, it was
people
like,
were like, "Oh, it has Snoop Dogg in it. He's smoking weed and he's a vampire killer."
Well, I think like once you get somebody, okay, so let's say Midnight Mass. You get Midnight Mass. You got a bunch of actors who aren't A-list actors. You pay them X amount. You can make eight to 10 episodes. Put it out, and it's this amazing story that's everything's wrapped up, all the arcs, all the background, everything. But then you get a movie like this where you get, A-list actors. You get Jamie Foxx, who's won an Oscar, and people like that. The cost of just having those actors, and do those actors want to do a TV show, not a movie? Because a lot of actors are like, I don't want to do a TV show. I only want to do movies. So I don't know why any of that stuff happened, but they could have made it a lot better if they would have stretched it. If it would have been, like you said, they could have added 20 minutes of backstory and made it so much better. And there's other things that I feel, I mean, overall, I really like this movie. It was a good, fun movie. And I liked kind of their take on the vampires. Guy.
I hate Doug Carlos.
Doug Carlos is back. I don't know.
He was in Pootie Tang. Who cares about the Oscar?
I don't care about the Oscar, but the payroll does. That's who cares about
Son
it.
of a bitch.
So there were some really cool things, like, and some really good funny parts, dude. I thought Dave Franco,
He was the best part of the movie, I think.
like, I thought some of his stuff was so funny. Like
when he pisses his
he's
pants.
like, oh, I pissed my pants.
Dude, that
Like,
shit is so funny.
like, his acting is so good when he's talking about that. It's like really funny.
I didn't used to care for Jamie Foxx until I saw him. What did I see him in? What's the new Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I like the way he was. He has a dry sense of humor, and he uses it in this too. Like, he's just like, oh well, I ain't never pissed my pants,
Yeah.
And it's just,
Yeah.
it's funny. It's just dry, but it's funny.
Yeah. I hate Doug Carlos. Thanks for sitting through that 30-second commercial to join us. I appreciate it. Something has to pay for this. So like I felt the same way, and I think we've mentioned this before in past shows, is I think that after Ray, he seemed like he was like took himself so seriously that it was hard to watch him. And you see him, it's like he changed from being this like kind of comedic, funny actor to being like, oh, I'm so serious, I just won an Oscar.
I want
And
Shanae.
he put out an album.
I want Shanae back.
Yeah,
He doesn't
exactly.
like to bring up Shanae.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it was. Horrible Bosses.
Oh yes, dude, he was
He was
awesome in Horrible Boxing.
motherfucking Jones.
I'm
Oh
Motherfucker
man,
Jones.
thanks, Lyric. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a really good That was a really good one.
Horrible both.
Yeah,
Is that
I liked it.
Horrible both.
I liked it how well like the zombie fighters, I mean the vampire fighters,
They used
were.
Cirque du Soleil actors.
Oh my god, they were like
Yeah,
so good.
every
like,
fucking fight they were doing, like when they'd shoot them, they'd fucking go like bend in half and
Dude.
shit. And that was like
and they were using like real
actors, no
yeah.
fucking. It was crazy.
Yeah,
that was cool.
That was really cool. I liked the how they had, there's different types of vampires, and there's different types of vampires. There's basically different classes of vampires, and there's not just one vampire that's a vampire. And I thought that was cool. I don't really remember seeing that in any other movie. Like in this one, there's
classes?
like
no,
yeah, there's like they said there's like 5 different types.
They
of
show some of them when they're doing that big fight scene at the house.
Yeah, and you can tell that there's kind of different types of them.
Yeah, that was. I wish they would have showed more of those the brothers.
Yeah, the Nazir brothers or whatever they are.
The Nazgul
brothers.
The Nazgul brothers.
Yeah, they
them vampires. Oh.
They slash them. Those guys were pretty cool. They were like supposed to be like Romanian
vampire posing as fucking sound audio guys. They have the fucking sound audio van, but their back is loaded up full of guns and shit.
I like how everybody had like a fake like this is my business, but they're really going out to hunt vampires.
Yeah, I wish they would have showed them more. Yeah. They can do a fucking movie on them by themselves.
Well, see, that's what I was thinking. There could be spinoffs where, like, those guys obviously aren't as big actors as, Dave Franco and Jamie Foxx. So they could do some small series featuring, like, those guys' adventures,
The Nazgul brothers.
So that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I like that they set up the rules for this one was wood to the heart.
See, that's what I like too. This was different.
Yeah.
Wood to the heart, silver to the throat.
Yeah, if silver cuts their throat, they die. Or if they get their teeth pulled, they die. Or if they're burnt. Decapitated, no, not even decapitated. Silver, it has to be silver to the throat. So that's one of my biggest gripes with the movie is they literally set up where the main vampire lady says something about we can't live without our teeth. She goes into this whole story while she's killing Troy, and about how vampires can't live without their teeth. They die if their teeth are pulled. Nobody knows why they die if their teeth are pulled, whatever. And they go into that story. And then they show Dave Franco gets his head cut off, and he still lives because he gets turned into a vampire. And at the very end, this is the biggest spoiler ever, but he cuts the main vampire's head off, but it's with silver, so she dies. Now, I thought they missed a huge opportunity there to cut her head off, because they already show one vampire get his head cut off and he stays alive. And he has to hold his head there until it heals back together. They missed a huge opportunity to have her head get cut off and him be like holding her head, and she's like talking shit and he rips her teeth out and then she dies. I felt like that would have been way cooler than just her head gets cut off and she's dead.
He was already at $14,997,000 in it. The clock was ticking, so they were like, we ain't got time for you to hold up a severed head and pull the teeth out.
Well, I felt like that was a missed opportunity. Like when she died that way, like just her head getting cut off by silver, I was like, why did she go into that whole spiel about them dying without their teeth?
And you die by getting decapitated.
Not once but not once in the entire movie is one vampire's teeth pulled, and that's the way they die. It's like Chekhov's shotgun. Like they talked about that forever, and then it never came back up. So there were some weird choices like that to me, because I thought when she said that, I'm like, oh, he's gonna pull some vampire's teeth out alive, and it's gonna die right there on the spot. But that never happened, even though they like made this huge point about it. So that was weird to me.
Yeah, so the whole movie's based just on how he needs to make 10 grand for his daughter to stay there because the wife's like, I'm out, I'm moving, I don't have money for her school. So he needs to make 10 grand. So he begs, I don't know if he begs, but he's like, man, I need to get back into the union. Ask Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg pulls some strings.
So this whole story is basically about how shitty public school is, that if she can't go to the private school, they're going to leave.
Which is true, pretty much.
Just wondering.
It's not the teacher's fault. BTW. So he goes to the union. He gets his job back. But you know what's cool when he goes in to the union, the vampire union? It's in the behind the wall of a fucking dry cleaners.
Oh yeah.
You put your fucking thumbprint. Snoop Dogg puts his thumbprint. There's Abraham Lincoln on the wall. Yeah, there's a picture of Abraham Lincoln.
I didn't see that.
And I saw that, and I didn't think anything about it because Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer, the movie.
Yeah, the new one, Vampire Hunter.
Yeah, Vampire Hunter. So they're saying that he actually was a fucking.
Oh, that he was.
Yeah, and him and his main cabinet member. There's a picture of both of them, which I thought was cool. It was a little throwback to Abraham Lincoln.
Vampire Hunter.
Vampire Hunter. I still think that's true.
Do you know the drink?
No, I'm still good. Yeah, I Hate Doug Carlos. Abraham Lincoln was in Halloween 4. In the background. Little did he know. Like, think about it. And it's funny because Lyric's working on a movie right now, or on a series that deals with Abraham Lincoln.
It's all crazy. That just tied our whole night together. That's some crazy stuff. I like these mics being here.
So
I feel like we can talk.
After he kills fucking Hortense's daughter, she gets pissed off and cries blood. I didn't like that one bit. I didn't fucking like that.
You didn't like that she cried blood?
No, dude, she goes like this and wipes it, and it's completely clean. Continuity, baby. It would have been smeared blood. Show a little bit of smeared blood on her face. It wiped clean. No, I noticed shit like that. I'm sorry, I'm yelling.
You can't show.
I'm sorry.
You can't show smeared blood on that beautiful face.
Oh, whatever. I don't like that shit.
Well, yeah, I don't either. I did.
Jamie's
only 5%.
See, Lyric too. That bothered her too.
You know what I did like though? I like that whenever he is fighting her and I guess she's getting ready to die. That she like pukes like black blood or whatever all over him. I thought that was awesome. Like he had her up against the wall and he's like shooting her and she just pukes like that.
You know what's crazy? Like people at home probably think, "Oh my god, that's so gross." I do that every fucking day. I puke black blood every day.
That's messed up.
People don't know how sick I really am.
That's pretty messed up.
Mr. Monkey, so does that make them emo?
Yeah.
Yeah, emo kids cry blood all the time.
All the time. Yeah, I liked how they had like the vampires had really heightened sense. Like, well, the European bloodline of vampires, which are like the ancient vampires, I guess, which is what Mrs. San Fernando was. She like they literally could smell that. Like Jamie Foxx got one little splinter in his hand while he was killing her daughter, and they smelled that splinter and they knew they like.
She tasted it, right? I mean, you're fucking.
Yeah, she actually licked it. Yeah.
She knew his fucking address and his email.
No,
I'm like,
she
what
knew.
the fuck?
No, she knew that because she.
Just kidding.
Oh, okay.
She's all sillygirl69@yahoo.com.
But she knew that because she like killed. Here's the thing: Troy totally betrayed him because Troy already knows he's gonna die. Why would you give up your friend's name if you already know you're gonna die anyways?
Fuck that. Go on with a fucking bullet.
She'd be like, it was Carlos Gonzalez.
He fucking lives at his mom's basement.
He lives in his mom's basement.
Don't fuck with his mom. You can get through his room. There's downstairs around the back of the house. Don't kill his mom.
There's one of
She's
those
cool.
little windows.
She's cool. Yeah, that really freaked me out. You said earlier, this is another spoiler. You said earlier that the severed vampire that has to hold his head.
Yeah.
Totally freaked me out when they turned Seth into a vampire.
Yeah.
And he gets all crazy and he runs at him and he cuts off his head. I was like, holy fuck, he's dead already? What the fuck?
Killed like one of the main.
So I literally was like, what the fuck? And I thought he was goner. I thought he was like done.
Yeah.
But then he fucking wakes up and his fucking head's out talking, and I thought that was pretty cool.
It was cool. It was cool because like he had to hold his head there and it like kind
And
of
every
started
time he hit a
reattaching.
bump, he was like, don't hit any bumps, and he hits one and his fucking head fucking pops
Yeah.
off.
I also liked how it was like the vampires kind
crying.
of had how the vampires had kind of a choice. They could be good or bad if they wanted. It wasn't like they were just completely driven by their hunger or whatever. And they also, like a lot of vampires, like, oh, you become a vampire. Like, I mean, especially like think about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You become a vampire and you don't have a soul, so you don't have any feelings for these people. You don't care. You're just like, you don't have a soul and you don't care. Like in this show, it's more like they're okay. I can be good or I can be bad. I like that.
If that shit was real, dude, I'd love. I mean, I used to say I wouldn't want to be a vampire until I saw the Twilight series, and I was like, I'd totally be down to sparkle in the sunlight and wear diesel jeans
Your skin, it's
with
so
fucking
cold.
Guayabera shirts. The 16 pocket Mexican shirts.
Yeah, and be able to fly through the trees.
Yeah. Rather than be a fucking husky. If I want to be a werewolf, I want to be a fucking werewolf from The Howling, not a fucking labradoodle.
Is that what they were? In
I don't know what they were, but they were fucking dumb. A labradoodle. I'd be like, please shoot me with the silver bullet.
I've never completed the Twilight series. I've seen a couple.
Pinche perros.
I've seen a couple of those shows.
Lyric. Which one did you make me go see at the theater? And I told you, I looked you right in your eyeballs and I said, I'm never getting back those 2 hours.
I
saw one at the theater, but Lyric made me go see it.
I used to know a grown woman in Los Angeles that was obsessed with those movies. Like she had like all the memorabilia in her house. It was weird.
That's crazy. The first one, I don't remember jack shit about that movie. I don't know. I was just looking at the popcorn when I was eating it, or just looking around the whole movie. But I don't remember shit about it.
Yeah. I don't either. I don't remember anything about it. I think I maybe saw the first one. Does the guy turn into a werewolf in the first one? Or is it not till later? Is it not till later?
Turns into what?
A werewolf.
Shit, I don't know.
To fight for Bella.
Who the fuck is Bella?
The main girl.
Are we talking about Twilight or
Yes,
fucking
Twilight.
Night of the Beast or
The Twilight.
Beauty and the Beast? Bella, right?
Oh my god. He doesn't turn into a werewolf until the third movie. Why the fuck would anybody get to the third movie if they hadn't?
I know why I hate Doug Carlos, because Charlie loves those movies.
since Jamie says since in Twilight Edition, maybe we just spend a week talking about the Twilight
Shit,
series.
no. I will fucking walk off the set.
You do that all the time anyways.
They're in Scotland Recognition. He fucking loves that movie, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Fucking dog soldier bitch.
Yeah, so the music, I thought the music was really good.
Yeah, the music was pretty good.
They had Old Dirty Bastard, Ice Cube. They had some good stuff. Snoop Dogg, Nate Dogg. It's pretty good. I don't know.
No lyric.
If the Twilight movies are on Prime, we can do that. We can actually live stream movies on Twitch.
You know what? We would probably get a
they're on
lot of
Prime.
people tune in and watch those bitches.
I don't know if it's on. I don't know if Twilight's streaming anywhere. I think it's too much of a blockbuster.
You know what? If we do that, I'll especially wear my fucking. If we do that, I will especially order a sparkly thong to wear for the stream.
Nobody will be able to see it.
Yeah, you will.
Your thong's down there. You're wearing a thong right now.
Oh shit! Lyric said it's on Prime.
Oh, all of them? Lyric, because we can set this up. That'll be our January surprise. Oh. I'll paint my face so I'm sparkling in the sunlight.
Oh shit! This got way off course.
I know.
Sparkly thongs in Twilight.
I don't even remember what movie we're talking about. You know, I did look through the IMDb. I did look through the IMDb at some of the trivia and all that stuff, and one of the things was like the main vampire lady. She's I guess killing. She's not killing, but she's like one of her competitor type vampires, because it's like kind of like they're a mafia group. She's having him covered in concrete and says, "I'll come back in a couple 100 years and dig you up" or something. She won't, because she dies at the end of the movie.
No shit, that poor guy.
I know. Nobody's even going to remember. They're going to have a plumbing problem one time, and the contractor's going to be like digging, and all of a sudden that dude's going to pop out of the ground. She says the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. And I don't know why, but several years ago, somebody said that, and they said Albert Einstein said that. So I looked it up, and Albert Einstein never said that. But people say Albert Einstein said that. But the
He
first
said
time,
something like it. He didn't say it exact.
no, the first time that ever appeared was in an AA brochure about trying to quit doing drugs. She's an Italian mobster vampire, probably Sicilian. Well, then why is she speaking Spanish? I think you're wrong. I hate Doug Carlos. Go back to the drawing board. Leave us alone.
Damn, I thought you were going to say go back across the border. Fuck, dude.
Go back to Colombia, where you belong.
He can say that because Doug's Sicilian.
Spanish is Sicilian. I'm pretty sure that's Italian.
So that's like
Spanish-
saying
I don't know what he's
a
talking
flesh
about.
dick is like Italian sausage.
I'm gonna.
You don't know
Stop.
what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm gonna stop talking now because I don't know either. So
I don't know either. I just wanted to say that.
you're the Spanish speaker here, not me. No, it's your mom. Your mom's a Spanish speaker. I don't know. I think it's a good movie.
It could have been better. I liked it, but it could have been a lot better.
But it's a good, like, if you're like, oh, hey, I want to watch a comedy horror movie. It's a good comedy horror movie. It's no Cabin in the Woods, but it's.
I wish Snoop
it
Dogg
is
would have
good.
played a different character rather than Snoop Dogg.
That's all he is. He's a dude that smokes weed and
He looks like a fucking moron.
yeah. Why is he dressed up like a cowboy?
God, it made me mad when I saw him with a cowboy hat and boots.
Oh, let me tell you what made me mad. This is something, it just popped in my head when you said it made me mad. So when they go into Troy's pawn shop and they find Troy dead, he picks up a customized like Glock off the table. Jamie Foxx does. And he goes to like do like a press check, he like racks it like halfway to see if it's loaded, but his finger's inside the trigger. That's like so bad.
Yeah, it would have went off.
Yeah, if you accidentally let go, you're gonna fire the gun on accident. It is bad gun safety. That is not good gun safety.
That's why you're gonna become an armorer.
I know. I want to be a movie armorer. If anybody out there knows. So yeah, it's crazy.
And he will make sure that
that a Baldwin brother
doesn't kill you on set.
Yeah.
I did not pull that trigger. That's
He
what
did.
he said. Yeah, of course he did.
I think the FBI just determined that he did. Justin Bieber's going to be father-in-law-less soon.
Oh, really?
So
I didn't know that. You keep up with current events like that.
that's Justin Bieber's father-in-law.
I know. You keep. Every time you're over there on the internet.
Who is Justin Bieber's father-in-law?
Daddy-in-law.
My God. I don't know what Jamie's doing.
Let there be fog.
You know what's awesome is the fan's not on tonight.
It looks like a scene from the movie in Day Shift with the new dog is in it.
Where he's like smoking. Wow, that's a lot of fog. That's a lot of fog. Woo! Man, that's a lot of fog. You see the difference? This week, the box fan that's got bungee cords to the ceiling's not turned on. So now the fog's hanging around.
I need to tell my mom that duct tape's kind of weak. Shit's gonna fall
Jamie
in
said, "That's a lot of fog."
That's a lot of fog.
It was a lot of fog. It's still Your mom's probably upstairs and she's like, "What the fuck is all that smoke coming up there when they're just down there playing Twister?"
Yeah.
She probably thinks we're down here smoking out. She'd probably be happier. Fucking Susie Lucia would be like.
I'm gonna yell, "Left nut red."
Whew. That's rough.
Left.
I don't even know if
nut
that's still on the camera or not.
red.
But man, that's a lot of smoke. Do you think it makes it up there to her bedroom? To the kitchen? Every time I come over, your aunt is up there and she eyeballs me, dude. Your mom, not so much, but her younger sister, I'm like, I'm scared sometimes. I'm just like, I gotta get downstairs for
Dude,
Carlos.
she lost 350 pounds, dude. She's looking like, I'm like, damn, Thea. What you down, girl? She's like, 350? And I'm like, a la chingada.
Wow, this smoke is really lingering without that fan on.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. So, I give it a thumbs up.
I'm going to put it in the middle.
Oh, damn.
Maybe like 3/4.
What do you think it's more comedy than it is horror? Do you think it's too much comedy? Or do you think it's too much drama? Like family drama shit?
I think it's equal parts of everything. I just think the story should have been better.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like they just rushed it to get it out on this fucking street.
That's kind of how I feel. They cut it short and they didn't explain a lot because they wanted to get it out. I think it has like a... What did I Hate Doug Carlos say? Dude, send us a pepperoni pizza. Text me.
I hate Doug Carlos. What did I miss? I got kicked out and had to watch a Papa John's commercial for $13.99 epic pepperoni. I got worried. Doug Carlos's mom had my AIM handle blocked. Yeah, she has a book. She has a little book, a little black book, and she has everybody's emails and shit.
Your mom does? Dude, the last time I saw your mom outside of your house, she was showing up to your house to bring us a bunch of food, and that was pretty awesome.
I'm like, I tell her, you need to calm down. Like, She's getting older, and she'll just walk up holding a big old tray of food and bags, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
That's
Like,
what she was when I saw her. She was like bringing shit tons of food, and I think it was your birthday, and it was a cake.
man, no more enchiladas for me, Doug. No more enchiladas for you, Doug.
Jamie said, "Is Lucia watching this? Maybe she doesn't like that you hate her son so blatantly." Who? Oh, for I hate Doug Carlos. Yeah, probably. She probably will block him if she was watching this, but apparently she doesn't even know what we're doing down here. She's like, "It's so nice that Douglas shows up to hang out with my son in the basement."
He said, "In order to hate one, must love."
I don't buy that. I don't know. I think this was a good movie overall. I would say watch it if you haven't seen it. But I don't really have anything else to say about that.
Yeah, we really didn't. I mean, it's just, it's just a basic fucking story.
There's some cool parts.
Man hunts down vampires to get back his wife and kid because they kidnapped him because he killed her daughter.
I like that she cried blood. I didn't like that when she wiped the blood, it was instantly gone. She didn't pull an alcohol wipe out of her thing. Yeah, Jamie said they spent a lot of time creating vampire lore. Yeah, they had like all this like little stuff of how to kill them.
Oh
how
yeah, the yellow powder.
The like, oh yeah, that was just something he made.
Yeah, I know, but
oh yeah, if they get any of their blood on you, the other vampires can track you.
I thought that was cool. I like how he said, "Don't get in your butthole."
Yeah,
that shit was funny. Don't get in your butthole. And
he goes, "You're not gonna die, but
it's something else."
Yeah, and then
he's like, "I got it on my butthole."
The next day he goes, "I got it on my butthole." I really like the word butthole. I think it's funny. So that's me. I used to use that as a cuss word a lot because people don't. It's not used a lot, so I think it's funny.
I'm bringing back beehole.
Beehole. If you want to bring back beehole, I'll start using it. I'll use it in future streams a lot, so people that are watching will be like, beehole.
I love Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I hate Doug Carlos. Please stop telling us what to do. Thank you. So should we move on to our next movie?
Yeah. That's enough of this one. It was okay.
Yeah, I would say watch it. If you are just like, what should I watch tonight? This is a good one to watch.
If you're like on a mushroom high and you have fucking absolutely nothing else to do, and you're just like depressed because your chick just broke up with you, and you're like, fuck life, and you're like, what's on fucking Netflix? And you see this, watch it. That's the only. What happened? I blacked out.
That's it.
I blacked out. I don't know what happened.
I've never been on a mushroom high. I've only been on the Umex high. Humex.
Oh, we will soon enough, Doug.
You're scaring me.
Oh shit! The Mexican came out of I hate Doug Carlos. He's doing the JA laugh. Ja 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 ja.
So, the next movie we're going to talk about is Army of the Dead.
Damn, that was perfect, dude. You fucking.
Except for I was pointing over here.
It doesn't matter. It's still fucking. It was amazing.
Thanks.
This movie, I fucking love this movie,
dude. I think this is
one of the best.
Great.
I think it's one of the best Netflix movies.
I think it's one of the best zombie movies.
It's pretty good.
Which
I think the best zombie movie still is Train to Busan.
So good. I can't wait for the American version to come out.
I don't know.
Train in New York.
It's the same guy that directed the first Tomb Raider. You love that fucking movie, so you should like it.
I love Angelina Jolie's hands. That's what I like.
Ugh, it's so gross.
And they show her hands when she's pulling the guns out. I'm like, oh, look at those hands.
Oh, fuck that.
I've got an Angelina Jolie hand fetish.
Can't stand it. It's like her eyes are like just like half an inch too far apart.
But in Hackers, okay. In Hackers, how old were you when Hackers came out? You
were fucking 7?
Okay. You were older than that. But you were probably a teenage boy when Hackers came out.
No.
Did you not think Angelina Jolie was hot?
Back then I was like, who the fuck is this bitch think she is? I never liked it. Girl Interrupted. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, she's gonna go play."
That movie freaked me out. I
That
did not
movie
like
fucking
that movie.
sucked.
I saw that in the theater and was like, this is the most depressing fucking movie ever. But so in Hackers,
She looked like a shark.
yeah,
Absolutely, you fucking nailed it.
in Hackers, she was set up to be like the hot punk rock chick, and she was probably, what do you think she was in that movie? Like 18, 20?
No, she's already in her 50s. The bitch is like 97 now.
You know when I stopped liking her? Whenever Brad left Jen for her. That was fucked.
No, you leave fucking Brad out of this. He said he didn't fuck her while he was with Jen.
I think he did.
He waited till after he divorced her.
Well,
And I totally fucking believe him.
okay, so maybe he didn't, but he definitely, after they made Mr. and Mrs. Jones, he
Never
left
saw
Jen
it.
for her. That was a pretty good movie. It's a pretty good movie. But they made that movie together, and then he leaves his wife, America's sweetheart, Jen, for that fucking veiny-ass man-hand bitch.
I thought you liked her.
No, I'm just kidding. I was being sarcastic.
I fucking believe you.
Dude,
I was like, what
no,
the fuck, Doug?
I do not find Angelina Jolie attractive at all.
I'm telling you, her eyes are like 2 inches too far apart. I meant to say 2 inches, not half an inch.
The only thing cool about her is that she adopts children that wouldn't
Dude,
have
she did it for
water to
fucking
drink out
social
of.
media fame.
But she still adopted them. They're rich as fuck now. I Hate Doug Carlos said she was 19 in the film Hackers. I Hate Doug Carlos, please look up what year that came out and let me know. I mean, in that movie, I was like, is she attractive? I think she's attractive. Like, and she's playing this cool, like, it was the 90s. It was all like, you were all cool and alternative teens and 97.
Oh, somebody's wrong. And I know it ain't Jamie.
So let's just say mid-90s. We had just graduated high school a few years before.
7 years before.
Dude, yeah, 95. Yeah, 97, I was a couple years out. But still, she was like close to our age, maybe a little younger. Yeah, sure. So I think like you can't be off by 2 numbers with fat thumbs. That would be a 6. I think you're just wrong. I like these mics here. I like these mics because I can
Damn,
get
you
close to them
did
and
fail,
talk.
you fuck.
So yeah, I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know how we started talking about Angelina Jolie.
From where?
Oh yeah, because you said the same director that's directed the first.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's fucking nuts. That wasn't even. I was
Yeah.
fucking around.
Yeah. Oh, you weren't even
No,
like, serious about
I
that.
just said that because I know you love Tomb Raider.
I don't love Tomb Raider.
Bullshit, dude. You do.
The video game was fun. The movies.
You like that video game because they're fucking. You be playing it and they show the back of that square pixelated ass. You were like, fuck you. You were like 17.
Like, look how
Shutting the
lifelike that is.
Fucking door to your room. Mom, I'm going to bed. Don't come in. You're fucking playing pixelated ass Tomb Raider.
I moved out of my house when I was 16.
Holy shit. I hate Doug Carlos. What kind of guns did she use?
In Tomb Raider, I don't know, but I think it was probably. I think she
Fake ones.
probably
Because
was
it's
using.
a fucking video game.
Well, you know who didn't use fake ones? The Baldwin. Alec Baldwin.
Shit.
So, I think she was probably using. I think based on that game and that movie, and I didn't see that movie. I think she was probably using Desert Eagles. I'm gonna guess.
The Crow. So, Army of the Dead. So there is a viral zombie outbreak that takes place in Vegas, and a group of mercenaries are hired to storm into Vegas to
Do you want strawberry banana? Or
do
would you like
whatever. Do both. do the biggest heist ever committed on film.
$200 million.
$200 million. You know what? 9mm models are actually in theaters.
The 9mm model of the Desert Eagle, the baby eagle. I don't know. I haven't seen that movie. Also, for anybody to know, there's also a gun internet database, movie database that's like IMDb, but it's just about what guns are in what movies. That's probably real loud now that
Is that loud? Is that loud?
Now that our mics are like on the table, I can see that it's really loud. I just want to let you know.
Asthma?
Yeah, we got some asthma. I'm gonna do some asthma.
Damn, we just made $3. $3. Yes, it is, he said.
Okay, yeah. So, the baby eagle, which is based off of the IMI Jericho 941, which was called the 941 because it has 9mm and 41.
Dude, you are speaking Spanish to me right now, dude. I have no idea what the fuck you're saying.
This is why I should be an armorer, because I know all that stuff.
Or maybe he meant, yes, it is loud.
Oh, I thought he meant, yes, it is the baby eagle. He probably meant, yes, it is loud. I'm sure. Okay, so this movie, it's about some zombies, it's about some money, and it's about Dave Bautista, a.k.a. Drax.
I love Dave Bautista, but somebody that has come out and said that he hates guns.
And all his movies are about guns.
Disappoints me, man. Don't be a fucking hypocrite. I do. Don't be a hypocrite, man. Don't say, I think guns are bad, we need to abolish guns, but then you're going to be in a fucking movie shooting motherfuckers in the head.
You know, I think people want guns because of the movies that all that stuff happens in movies, and they're like, oh, that's so cool, like, look at that gun they're using, or like Call of Duty.
Oh. She meant, yes, it is. That was kind of harsh. Yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
So,
yeah, I like this cast.
Yeah,
it was cool.
The cast was awesome. The story was really good. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of dumb stuff in it.
This movie got fucking so much hate when it came out.
Got destroyed.
Like I'm always saying,
talking so much shit.
I follow a lot of horror sites, and man, people were just saying how much it was terrible.
Not necessarily, but not necessarily the actual sites, like the magazines or the.
These are like independent horror movie sites, and I love horror movies. And...
But was it the people commenting in the comment section saying that it sucked?
Yeah, I want to see, Army of the Dead. What do you think? Oh God, the worst fucking movie I've ever seen. The story was stupid, and I'm like, dude, it's a good fucking movie to just chill and eat some popcorn and eat some food and watch with your friends. It was great.
I thought it was a lot the same stuff that we were just talking about in Day Shift. How there were different kind of vampires. In this, there were different types of zombies. There was like your alpha zombie. There was like the main guy. There was
and the shatters
people.
What are the shitters?
Shufflers. No. Shamblers.
Shamblers. Yeah, I thought that was cool.
The Shamblers, which were just like your typical Romero, Night of the Living Dead zombies that aren't thinking. And then there was also, it's weird, I don't know if all the alpha zombies were some kind of weird robot hybrid thing.
No, that comes later.
There's some weird shit going on in this movie. And I think that there was too much of that stuff, and people I think that kind of people are like, you can't have two different kind of, like, I looked at some of the comments like in the last week, on some of those things, and that's what people were saying. They were like, how can you have two different kinds of zombies? And like, I'm like, well, there's different kinds of people. Like, there's, you know, I don't know. It got a lot of hate.
I just realized. Hold on. I just realized. Is that Megan? Is that you, Megan? Bet you it is. The she, Megan. Is that you, Megan? Is it? I mean, it makes sense. M.
Yeah, there's an M. It must be Megan.
Must be Megan.
So like, I think that like, whatever, every horror movie that comes out now that I watch,
It's her.
that I like
What's up?
or dislike, I look on IMDb and I've mentioned this before, they're all sitting right at about 5 out of 10. So it's like half the people like it, half the people hate it. And I just don't pay attention to the people that say they hate the movies, because I still want to watch them and decide for myself. But this one, man, this movie was so good. This is the second most expensive zombie movie ever
I had no
made in
idea.
history.
$90 million.
$90 million for something that's going straight to a streaming service.
But it was the biggest all-time first-time viewing for Netflix of a movie.
Yeah, I mean, but what
73
does that get them? If someone's not buying a new subscription to watch it, does that like?
But think about it. 73 million people watched it. You know, at least 20 million people who don't have Netflix and love Dave Bautista because of his
like
wrestling.
bought it to
Times 16.99 or whatever it is. Times it maybe 20 million.
I don't know. I don't even know how they figure that stuff out.
Who cares? They fucking made money off
I
of
don't
it.
care. I thought it was a great movie.
You know, James Gunn was supposed to direct this, right?
I know that Zack Snyder asked him to direct it.
But he was doing Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But he wrote it. No. Wait, hold on.
No, he worked with him before on.
Oh, he wrote Dawn of the Dead. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, James Gunn wrote Dawn of the Dead. So he asked him to direct Army of the Dead. Dude, I bet you would have been so much different.
Yeah.
James
like
Gunn
how it
is
came out.
fucking...
This, I mean, to me, this movie, just looking at it, I'm like, how the shit? And then Netflix actually put out the behind the scenes that wasn't about the actors, which was awesome. It was more about the production of the movie, which a lot of times I think the actors overshadow the production side of the movie. But Netflix put out a little short documentary about the making of this, and it's all from the production side. And man, the stuff they did to recreate Vegas
Yeah, none of the casinos
was
wanted...
insane.
They wanted to have nothing to do with the movie. They weren't allowed inside. They weren't allowed on the rooftop. So they had to do...
Oh, I didn't know that.
They had to do everything. They flew drones
Yeah, they
to
flew.
get aerial views, and they fucking did everything CGI, which I thought was cool. That shit looked great.
Yeah, and so all the buildings destroyed, all that, are all based on like photos. They literally took lifts all the way down the street and lifted them up and took photos of the strip all the way from one end to the other. Then they flew drones and took 3D footage. Then they did a LiDAR to get 3D imaging of all that stuff. And it's just like
$90 million worth.
it's insane the way they rendered that, because when the helicopter's flying through there, when they're walking through there, it looks so badass. Like, I don't care if you can tell that it's not real or whatever. Like,
They did a good
looks
job.
so good.
Like, compared to, like, Prey.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, Prey the CGI was horrible. And this thing, the CGI at least takes you into the, like, I mean, you always have to suspend belief a little bit whenever you're watching a movie, but like, they did it so good. Like, all the CGI in this stuff, There was a couple like CGI gore scenes where I was like, that didn't look good. But there were some that were really good. And the practical effects, nearly all the zombies that were close near the camera were all
8 hour. Some
practical
days
effects.
were 8 hours long. 1,200 zombies they had to do
crazy.
in 8 hours. So they had crazy amounts of FX artists doing all this makeup in 8 hours. They'd go in at 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. and then shuffle them out for the scene.
Yeah, I think the only CGI they used for the zombies was when it was like the overhead horde shots. But they did actually do real motion capture for their.
When you do motion capture, like you're fucking serious.
Yeah,
that shit looks great.
Man, it was cool. And then what's the stand-up comedian's name? Tig Navarro. Notaro, that's her name. She actually wasn't supposed to be in the movie. She wasn't in the movie. It was actually Chris D'Ella or whatever his freaking name is.
I don't know who that is.
He got accused of grooming underage girls.
Dude, it's fucking dumb. Like, dude, you're so famous. Why the fuck are you gonna do that shit?
Just find an 18-year-old stripper. Why do you need a 17-year-old?
Thank you for this is our last show. Thanks, guys.
So like they had already filmed the whole movie. That dude got canceled. His Netflix special got canceled. His contract for his Netflix special, like all his stuff
lost
got
his whole fucking career.
He hadn't done anything since then.
Over some pee.
He's so dumb. So dumb. Oh, speaking of, I saw this awesome chart of Leonardo Dicaprio today. And it shows all his girlfriends as his age goes up, like their age is like.
That shit pissed me off. Did you hear today?
Yeah, he dumped his girlfriend after
turned
4 years.
25.
Yeah, it's like every time a girl turns 25, he dumps her.
She's fucking gorgeous too. What a fucking d-hole.
Yeah, he will not date somebody over 25. He was with her for 4 years. But the girl before them, it's been the same for like the last like 20 years.
That's dumb,
as soon as they hit like 25, 24,
I know you're fucking rich and you want an Oscar. Fuck that. Like, come on, dude. That shit pissed me off.
He's all fat now.
I was kind of pissed off.
Yeah. And Don't Look Up, they're like all talking about how hot he is. I'm like, dude, he's ugly and fat now.
I know. I want What's Eating Gilbert Grape Leonardo back.
Yeah, do some push-ups, bro.
Even the way he acted. That's the Leo I want.
Fuck Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't care.
Yeah, that shit pissed me off. I think I might be done with him.
Yeah, that was weird. But yeah, somebody put a chart together that had all of his like girlfriends in the past like 20 years, and it shows like he only dates them like it's like their age. Like, yeah, it's weird. He's bordering on pedo. But anyways,
why? Hold on, Macias. Why don't you love Dave Bautista? I fucking love Dave Bautista. Have you seen Brunswick?
You love Dave Bautista, but you just talk shit about him.
Yeah, he's a good actor though.
I don't know anything about him besides Drax, and he's good as Drax. He's also good.
Don't be a fucking hypocrite. That's all I ask.
He's also good as Dave Bautista in WWE.
I mean, you know what?
SummerSlam.
Love was the wrong word. I think he's an amazing actor, but don't be a hypocrite. But Brunswick.
Never seen it.
Oh yeah, those commercials where he is fishing.
I don't have TV, so I don't know about.
Yeah, he's just sitting in a fishing talking about it's pretty good. Yes, I have. I just think he's a fake person. Doesn't mean I don't think he's a good actor. That's the way I feel.
Actors are fake people.
Yeah, you have to be an actor. You have to be crazy. That's why I'm like, why the fuck am I not an actor?
Yeah. Where were we before we went off from this Dave Bautista?
No shit.
Before Dave Bautista, before Leo DiCaprio.
Tig Notaro.
Yeah, so Tiggy. So
dude, they did such a good job CGIing her into this.
Here's the other thing. I had
no idea.
When we were starting to watch this, or when we were like, oh, let's do this, and I rewatched it. I've already seen it before, but I rewatched it so we could do the show. And then so I wanted to look. I always try to look up behind the scenes stuff, like info stuff. People, like, it's weird. Like MSN's like, why did Tig
Netero.
Netero looks so bad in blah blah blah. And
She
then they rip the movie. I'm like, dude, they inserted her digitally, and you're bitching about it.
She just got over having cancer,
Yeah,
so they had to do all her scenes with her alone.
yeah,
because
just
for
her,
COVID.
like, that's crazy. Yeah, so I loved her in this movie. I had never even heard of her until
Lyric told me about her, and I had no idea who she was.
I had never heard about her until this movie. I watched the movie, and then I watched all her stand-ups. I'm like, she's funny as fuck. Like, she's really funny. I haven't seen anything. I mean, I've seen a lot of her stand-up, and because of Lyric, she's the one that told me she was a stand-up comedian. But like, besides this and her stand-up, I haven't seen her anything else. But man, her stand-up's really funny, and I really liked her character in this. Like, she's like kind of a sarcastic, like, smart ass.
Kind of like, okay.
But
she didn't have to answer. You don't even. They ask her to go on the mission.
She's like, $1 million?
No, $2 million.
Oh, $2 million.
$2 million. I'm in. You don't even know what it is. I don't care. It's $2 million.
It's $2 million. Yeah.
I don't have to work anymore.
It's not like, it's how she delivers the lines, her facial expression, everything. Like, I really,
it just blows.
I want to see her in more stuff.
It blows me away how, like, to do those scenes by yourself. Nobody was there. They fucking CGI'd her in.
Yeah, I saw
every scene she's in.
A short video of her, and she's standing with a gun on a green screen. Like, everything. It's just like, oh, the mic again. She's just standing there in a green screen delivering her lines. And so then, like, I saw people being like, her lines are so one-sided. Because
well,
I'm like,
fuck, she's by herself. Dude. Fuck. It's decent enough.
Do you want a rapist in there, or do you want, like, a one-sided performance?
Fucking people suck. You know, I'm taking off my mic. Fuck this.
It glitched right when you took your mic
I know,
off.
it's crazy. It's that face again. There's a face that's glitching across.
Same face. Yeah, so I really liked her. I thought she was great. She I don't know. I just liked everything about her. I liked how she delivered her lines. I liked, she's kind of like this, like, sarcastic comic relief, and I liked her. But yeah, Dave Bautista, he was good. He's an action hero type. You know, it's like, what kind of acting do you want out of that? I don't know. He's an action hero.
I think he was at his most realist with Drax.
Yeah. I think, oh my God, I can't remember, Dieter, Matthias, oh my God, I can't remember his last name.
Guggenheimers?
Dude, Matthias.
I liked him a lot. He's a safecracker, right?
Yeah, Schweighofer or something. Schweighofer.
I put Schweigen, Guggenheimen.
So Dieter, he's a good character. That's a really good character. That dude is... I didn't know anything about him. This is the only thing I've seen of him. You know, he's one of the biggest actors in Europe.
Yeah, did you also know they sent everybody to boot camp?
To learn all this stuff?
To learn all this shit? To learn how to shoot guns? But he's already an expert at that shit?
Oh, I saw that.
So he had to unlearn to make him look like he didn't know what he was doing. But that motherfucker is like already a professional at shooting guns and shit.
Yeah, that's what I saw. That it said something about he was he was already like an expert marksman and very comfortable around guns. So they actually had to teach him to be unsafe because his character was supposed to be like a novice and not know anything about guns, and all the rest were supposed to be these gun experts. Now that brings me to the YouTube guy, the guy who...
I liked him. Him and his Chola friend.
Yeah, Cummings and oh God, what was his name? I think I wrote it down here. Mikey Guzman. That was his name in the movie. So Cummings was his... I don't know if it was his girlfriend, but like his friend that was the woman. I think she's the first one to get killed in the movie.
You know the bandana she wears in the movie was...
Oh, yeah.
The actual bandana. Not the actual bandana, but it's the same one that Vasquez used in Aliens.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
So-
right when I saw her wearing that, I was like, man, she looks just like Vasquez.
That's funny. So yeah, there's a ton of like nods to other movies in this movie. Like too many to even, without writing them down, I can't even remember them. But there's so many. But so Mikey Guzman is a YouTube personality who I guess he sneaks in there semi-regularly to kill
Online.
zombies and
On his YouTube channel,
for a
yeah.
YouTube channel, and he's like, "Oh, a Rolex, that's worth $10,000." So they offer him like 25 grand to go in, and he's like, "Hell yeah!" Like he doesn't care. I think that's how much they offer him, something like that. It's like a super low amount, but
That
like,
shit, that kind of
or
pissed me off.
250,000, I think.
I don't even know.
So he goes in. What was weird about him is he's using like an AK pistol, and it's weird. Like all the rest of them are like, tactical. They're all aiming, holding their guns to their shoulder. Every time that guy shoots, he's just like total gangster style. He's just holding an AK like this, firing it, and he's like hitting everything he shoots at. I thought that was weird, but perfectly fit the character, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, his friend, the Chole girl. Fuck.
Yeah.
I liked her character.
Chambers. Yeah, she gets screwed. She's the first character killed, and
No, Cummings dies first. No, they don't actually kill. I guess she dies first. Cummings, the security. They're like, hey, you want to make 20 grand? And
yeah,
he's like,
but
shit,
fuck
yeah, I'll
that guy.
take 20 grand.
Yeah, he's not part of the.
I was he was a dickhead.
So
We'll get more into who he is in a minute.
yeah, so she gets she basically gets screwed over by this guy who's there to double cross them all anyways. And
You
she
can
gets-
tell he's just up to no
Yeah,
good.
you can tell he's up to no good. Martin,
His
name's Martin in the movie.
He's the guy that the guy that sends them in. Actually, Tanaka. He's the one that sends them in to get the what is it? 200 million.
200 million.
He sends them in to get the 200 million before they nuke the site. And he's like, I'm gonna send my personal bodyguard with you.
Yeah,
And you're like,
and you can tell,
this dude's up to no good.
You can tell he's up to no good. Yeah, Martin's up to. You can tell he's up to no good, like right from the beginning, and yeah, he ends up getting Chambers killed, and
It's so weird. I see that guy, the guy that played
Martin.
Garrett Dillahunt.
Yeah, Garrett
He-
Dillahunt.
I always see him and I'm like, where the fuck has he been in? He was in Raising Hope. He played the dad in Raising Hope.
Oh, okay.
And he was also the guy, he played the cannibal guy in The Road. Why don't you come on?
Shit!
Why don't you come on back to the camp? We'll give you some food. And he's
that's
like, I'll
crazy.
shoot you in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. And it's crazy. Every time I'm like, I forget that's him.
Well, he's one of the main characters in Fear the Walking Dead.
See, I haven't seen that at all. You know what? I'm lying. I've seen the first season, maybe like 3 episodes.
Yeah.
There's fucking too many now.
You know what the thing with Fear the Walking Dead is when it came out, like Walking Dead was like so established and Fear the Walking Dead came out and honestly I didn't like the main lady in it. And so I it got past that, but
the Mexican lady.
the white lady that's married to the Mexican guy. And I didn't like her. I thought she was annoying. And it was like this weird, like their son's a freaking
Heroin addict.
and
Yeah, I
I'm just,
remember
like,
all
trying
that,
to
but
make it
that was
the
it.
zombie. I'm just like, but once it got to where oh my god, I'm blanking on his name right now. The guy that like crossed over, but from
What? Mr. Monkey said they filmed some of the episodes for the Walking Dead in Smithville.
I had no idea.
Did you see any zombies, Mr. Monkey?
What's his name?
Who?
The black guy with the stick that fights with the stick in Walking Dead. God dang it. So blanking. But he's like he becomes the main character in Fear the Walking Dead.
Like he actually from the. I mean, I guess
Yeah,
from the
so
Walking Dead.
in Walking Dead he kind of flips out.
Oh shit! He said he was there.
Oh, that's cool. He kind of flips out. Rick like finds him, kind of helps him, but then he's like, I've got to go out on my own. and he actually crosses over into the other story arc.
Man, I should start watching all those then.
Yeah, so but he meets up with the guy that plays Martin, and that guy's a main character for a while.
Is he bad or is he good?
He's good. He's not bad. Yeah. I mean, is anyone bad during a zombie apocalypse? You do what you gotta do.
No, you can be bad.
You do what you do for your people.
No, you can be bad.
You're the one that's like, oh, zombie apocalypse happens, I'm killing my neighbors.
Well, yeah, to get the high ground. That's not being bad. That's fucking being smart.
That's what I'm telling you.
Smart.
Is anyone actually bad, or are they
Morgan.
just looking out? Morgan. Yes. So Morgan is
That's not being bad. Who out there thinks that's being bad by taking the high ground?
murdering your neighbors.
They're dickheads. I don't care if you're watching it. Y'all are dickheads. My neighbors are dickheads.
So I'm just saying you.
I just want y'all to know I'll go upstairs and shoot y'all.
I'm just saying you got to do what you do to protect yourself during the zombie apocalypse.
And I'm taking all my water. I have water stored.
So the basic premise is
HEB water.
The basic premise is it's been 6 years since this zombie apocalypse.
We're talking about Fear the Walking Dead, or we're back to the movie?
No,
Okay.
in the movie.
Okay. And it's funny because Dave Bautista and the girl that's in there with him.
Yeah.
What's her name?
I can't pronounce her name. I don't know.
Concha.
Yeah. Let's just say Concha.
Maria.
Maria, yeah.
Her character's name is Maria. They got the fucking honorary medal of fucking honor
From fighting the zombies.
from fighting the zombies in Vegas. And it's been, what'd you say?
6 years.
6 years. And now he's a fucking burger flipper at a fucking side little restaurant. And
Yeah.
they're just like, you know,
Yeah.
kind of like the Vietnam War.
Yeah. Oh, it's fucked. So,
I'm here till Thursday.
Where were we at? Martin works for Tanaka, who has $200 million in a safe in the basement of a casino.
The Alamo. Oh.
That's where the bicycle is. So he sends in this crew that says, hey, I'll give you
50.
$50 million if you can get out my $200 million. So they assemble this crew.
He gets the band back together.
He gets the band back together. They go in to get it.
And that pissed me off. How he's taking 15. His right-hand man, Maria, is taking 15. And then he's offering all these other guys like fucking chump change.
You get $250,000. How do you want to make $30,000? How much do they offer to
fight zombies? I want at least $1 million, dude.
But how much did they offer the camp guard that you don't like?
20.
$20,000. And he's like, hell yeah, I want $20,000. So that guy, I want to look to see what his name is.
He was
Theo Rossi.
he was in
Bert.
Sons of Anarchy.
See, I've never seen Sons of Anarchy because
It's okay, but nobody dies in that movie. And when somebody does die, it's a big fucking deal, and people cry and come on Facebook, and I can't believe he died.
it's a biker gang movie. How does
Yeah, that nobody.
die?
I'm telling you, people are shitty fucking shots in that movie. They shoot like 100 rounds and nobody gets hit. But when they do die, it's fucking for a week.
I don't care at all to watch that show.
Yeah, I had to watch it because my ex, who will not be named, wanted to watch that.
But so Bert's character, that actor played Shades in Luke Cage, which I did watch.
Cummings?
No, Bert. The guy we're just talking about. The $20,000 guy.
Yeah, him. That's his name in the movie, Cummings.
It is? Bert Cummings?
Yeah, I guess. They called him Cummings.
Okay, cool. He plays Shades in Luke Cage.
Never saw it.
Dude, that is a good show. I like all the Marvel TV shows that came out. Like I grew up reading comics. I grew up loving comics. So like
I grew up reading,
not DC Comics.
I grew up reading Image.
Me
I was
too,
already older,
because
but
when Spawn came out, like that, like changed the game, but
I fucking should have kept all my Spawn
But-
figures.
Burt Cummings, he played Shades in the Luke Cage story, which is the biggest thing I'd seen him in, because I've never seen Sons of Anarchy. Was he like big in Sons of Anarchy? Was
Yeah,
like,
he
a
had
big character?
fucking some sick ass fucking tribal on the side of his head.
Oh yeah.
You know how many fucking tribals I did of that shit, dude? Absolutely none, because I
Okay.
talked him out of it.
Yeah. So the he was good in Luke Cage. He played a supervillain. I mean, he wasn't really a supervillain in this show, but he played Shades, who was Mariah, who was the Luke Cage's main nemesis, bad guy person. Kind of henchman / lover. It was kind of weird. I don't know, but he played him in that show, and that was a good show, and I liked him from that. But in this, he was a total dick.
That was his name, Juice. Sons of Anarchy.
Juice.
Yeah, Spawn. It just came out a couple of days ago. They did an interview with Jamie Foxx about the Spawn movie finally coming out, directed by Todd McFarlane. And he was like, "Whenever y'all see what's coming on the screen, y'all are gonna be blown
Wait,
away."
Is Jamie Foxx going to be in it?
Jamie Foxx is gonna play. What the fuck is Spawn's name? I totally forgot.
Oh, he's going to actually play Spawn?
Yeah, he's playing Spawn /
Cool.
whatever
Yeah.
his name was. I can't remember
Hector
his name.
Gonzalez.
No, Hector Guzman.
Hector Guzman.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And it's not gonna be all fucking a jello looking cape when he comes flying out of the.
Dude, when
But Jamie Foxx said, "When y'all see the cape, man, the cape's sometimes gonna take up the whole IMAX 3D screen and shit." And I'm like, "Oh shit!"
I think for when Spawn came out,
I liked it. I went to the theater
Oh,
by
dude, me
myself.
too.
I was a fucking loser. I was fucking Steven Glansberg by
I
myself.
know, I
eating
went with a
popcorn.
whole group of friends. I was like bawling. I was like, let's all go see Spawn.
Fuck yeah, I'll pay for y'all's popcorn. What, $1.95? Now
Yeah.
you go to a fucking $20 for a fucking large popcorn.
That's how they make their money.
You get popcorn, 2 drinks, a fucking icy, a pickle, because you gotta have a pickle if you're
Speaking
Mexican.
of popcorn, look at my shirt I'm wearing. Popcorn cannon.
And then I give him my card, and he's all, "That'll be $97." And I'm like, "What the fuck? $97? But you get this nifty fucking collectible cup."
I don't pay for popcorn anymore. I make you pay for it.
Hey, Megan, are you still gonna do 31 days of October? You're gonna do People Under the Stairs?
Simmons.
Al Simmons, that's right. How did I forget that? I thought it was Hector Guzman.
I wish it was. Alberto Simons. That's what it was.
Alberto Simons. Alberto Simon.
Simon. My neighbor's name is Simon.
Simon?
Simon. Simon.
Simon?
Yeah. That's my neighbor's name.
Damn.
I just call him Simon. And he's like, it's Simon. But whatever.
Seaman?
That's rough. So Dieter, the safecracker. So basically they put together a
Dieter.
team.
He sounds like you said she's gonna do People Under
Cool.
the Stairs.
So the safecracker is
So-
Dieter.
Okay.
Ludwig Dieter.
When they open up the fucking when they open up the safe, there's I knew it right away when I heard it. They do the funeral song when he's opening up the safe.
Caps.
No, he's opening up the safe, and hold on, I can't remember the name, but I wrote it down.
Funeral song.
Siegfried's funeral song.
Like Siegfried and Roy?
No, Siegfried. It's an old composer.
Oh, the Wagner.
And when he it's from Zack Snyder's favorite movie, which is also one of my favorite movies, Excalibur. So right when I heard it the first time, I was like, "Oh my god!"
So
it's from Excalibur.
need to watch Army of Thieves. You should watch Army of Thieves. So Army of Thieves.
I got too many fucking movies to watch.
So Army of Thieves, Matthias Dieter is the main character in that.
Sweet. Yeah, I thought he was one of the better characters.
He is a safe cracker. And it's basically kind of about his life and him cracking these safes. So there's supposed to be a guy who made these 4 uncrackable safes. Or 4 like super safes. And they're all based on Wagner's operas. So the different safes are. This one in Army of the Dead, because Army of Thieves is a prequel. Army of the Dead is the last safe in the operas, and it's supposed to be the hardest one to open. So I'm not going to say anything about Army of Thieves because I want you to watch it. But yeah, it ties in, but it's also a little like when he goes up to that safe in this movie. It's just looks like a modern safe, which is 3 locks on it. But in Army of Thieves, the safes are very ornate and have like a story all about the operas and like German, what's that called? Mythology. And so, yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, after watching
Nice titties, Chris.
that, I was like, oh man, why is this safe just like a normal safe?
It's fucking Vegas.
But it's also because I don't think they thought about making those other movies.
They're like, you know what? Let's do a fucking series on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking watch it then.
Yeah, so they have already announced, just so you know, I don't know if you saw this at all, but they've already announced the next one that's a sequel to this.
No.
It's like called World of the Dead or something like that. Or
I can't wait. Like
yeah. Dude, Zack Snyder. So Zack Snyder started off directing music videos. He did a Morrissey video.
I think he's kind of underrated.
Dude, he is awesome. So he wrote and directed Justice League, right? He wrote and directed it.
I believe so.
The Justice League.
Did you ever see the 4-hour version?
Yes.
Did you finish watching it? I haven't finished watching it. What did you think?
The Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is the super long one.
Did you watch it in color or black and white?
It's too long. It's too long.
I think it's a little bit. I kind of got bored.
Yes.
I haven't finished watching it.
It's too long. Like, thinking back about it, okay, it's cool. But, like, while you're watching it, you're like, dude, this is fucking too much backstory. Like, there's too much backstory right now. But the other one, just the regular hour and a half one's too short. Like, they could have had one somewhere in the middle. So, Zack Snyder, the first...
I think he's doing another one that's like Zack Snyder's. This one's not as long as the long one, but it's just a little bit longer than the first one.
And it's in sepia tone instead of black and white.
Yeah, no black and white, sepia.
So the first movie I think he did was Dawn of the Dead, right?
Yeah, fucking Dawn of the Dead is amazing. That's one of the best remakes out there.
Okay, I was upset with the original.
Why?
Because literally Dawn of the Dead for years and years and years was my favorite horror movie. Like, I have the crazy 8-disc box set at home. It's like one of the only movies that I have that crazy box set of that's like, that folds and it's as wide as this table. But so when that one came out, I was already kind of jaded right away.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, because remakes nowadays, I'm like, why the fuck are you gonna remake that? So I can see where you're coming from.
And then,
so I'm not gonna.
And then they had the one thing I did like about it is that they had a zombie in it. And I was like,
he fucking he loves zombabies because there's a fucking.
There's one in this one too. Yeah. So that was the one thing I liked. I mean, Ving Rhames, He's like awesome. Like he's always cool. But it is very different. But that's his first full length movie that he did.
I just wish somebody would have butt fucked him in Dawn of the Dead, like
in Pulp Fiction. Well, that was before Pulp Fiction, though, I think. Wasn't it?
No.
It was after Pulp Fiction? Okay. My timelines are all messed up. I didn't get into Quentin Tarantino till later. Like, there was already multiple Quentin Tarantino movies out before I started getting into Quentin Tarantino. So...
I saw Pulp Fiction with my mother-in-law, and I was watching that scene. You're like fucking crazy side-eye like that. Like, all the way over here, side-eye.
I didn't see any Quentin Tarantino movies until the second Kill Bill was already out on streaming.
I saw the second Kill Bill because one of the movies I went and saw was sold out. So they're like, well, you bought tickets, but we oversold, so we're going to go ahead and let you watch Kill Bill Volume 2. And I'm like, but I haven't fucking seen Volume 1.
Like, it doesn't matter.
And they're like, yeah, it doesn't matter. And then I didn't know this. The scene in Kill Bill Volume 2 where the bride snatches her eye out.
Yeah.
Ellie.
Yep. Ellie Driver.
The fucking film broke.
In real life. In
the theater.
Oh, that sucks.
So we're like, what the fuck? Like, we're all looking around, the lights come on, and the guy comes out. We're so sorry, we have to fix the film. Fucking Quentin Tarantino told the theaters to do that to people. To make them be like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? I mean, that's what they told us. But I don't know if it was true. I never looked it up. But that's what they were like. Later on, they were like, Quentin Tarantino put it in a thing delivered to the theater that we had to do that during that scene.
Like, just turn it off and pretend like
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, we were like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
that's weird.
Right when she does that, too, and snatches his eye out, the film fucking cut off.
Jamie, you were saying what, Doug? Because I didn't watch Kill Bill. Is that what you were saying? I did not. So I was already, I think, out touring and stuff, and I came home one time, and I went to hang out with my friend Sarah, and she was like, do you want to watch Kill Bill? Kill Bill 2? And I'm like, I've never seen Kill Bill. And she was like, have you seen this? And I'm like, no. And she started telling me about Quentin Tarantino. And I was like, yeah, I've never thought any of his movies looked good. And so we watched Kill Bill. I think she had Kill Bill 1 on DVD, and then we watched Kill Bill 2. And I was like, holy crap.
I was such a nerd. So when you went to Best Buy to buy Kill Bill Volume 2 on DVD, it came with a box where you can put Kill Bill 1 and 2 in it, and I have that.
Is Best Buy like Amazon? Like you go to it online?
I don't even know. Is Best Buy still around?
Yeah, there's one on Military, and the only reason I know that is because it's right next to Buffalo Wild Wings.
And you love Buffalo Wild Wings.
I fucking love Buffalo
Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings sucks.
But like that hot, the fucking...
Of course.
It's the only thing that's hot enough for me.
How old are you now?
In my 40s.
Dude, when you hit 51, your fucking asshole's gonna fall out. Ring of
fire.
Your asshole's gonna fall out.
Probably. Somebody gave me a scorpion pepper the other day, and I lost it. I don't know where it is. I think it's rolling around my truck.
Oh, shit.
I really don't know what I did with it.
You know those motherfuckers can mutate, right? And crawl away? Dude. Perfect movie fucking synopsis. A fucking pepper, dude.
Mutating pepper.
Oh, my God.
So.
Write that down, Lyric.
So, yeah, the Army of Thieves is pretty good. It's a pretty good movie.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
So, Army of the Dead, dude, he did his own cinematography.
Yeah, I did not know that, and he worked camera 3.
And he did his own cinematography. He did his own, like he was actually running some of the
I don't know why
second unit cameras. So.
Mr. Yes. Monkey said you're gonna need Desitin. Dude, I haven't heard that fucking word.
Hose.
I haven't heard that word in fucking years.
So he I was noticing I'm really like cinematography, so I like really like look at that stuff when I'm watching movies. I'm like noticing like depth of field and all that kind of crap, and just kind of how the overall look is. And he got some 50 millimeter Sony Dream lenses that were made in the 60s.
Yeah, he bought up all of them
and had them rehoused to be able to work with red cameras because he was...
Man, to have money, dude.
Oh, it's also his first film he shot digitally.
Yeah.
Everything else he's either shot in 65
That's not
or
bad.
35.
He did a good fucking job.
Dude, I mean, I thought if you watch the movie again and just look for the like cinematography, for like depth of field, like how the just all that stuff, like it's so awesome.
I'm laughing at Mr. Monkey.
You can tell us later when we come up to the barbecue spot. Yeah, man. I mean, so good. Like the cinematography in this was so good. I thought it was great. Like in the way they blended the CGI with the live action characters, like it looked really good. Like a lot of the times it just doesn't look good. Pure. I don't know. I know that first word means pure. I'm gonna say it means.
Let's say rough.
Rosiness.
Puro
Pure
rosado.
rose.
Like it's all rough and red.
That's messed up.
Oh, shit. Dude, you're making me...
You're-
Paulito.
So like, I don't know. I mean, I thought that stuff was good. The cinematography was great.
You know what I really like? The horse. So the main
Dude,
zombie,
The
Zeus.
horse was badass.
So the whole movie's about them transporting a fucking trailer. They don't know. You have no idea where they're taking this trailer. And the two fucking soldiers in the front are like, what do you think is in the back? And they're like, I think it's maybe
The staff of Ra.
staff of Ra
Yeah.
or the fucking Holy Grail. Which
The
that was a
original
reference.
Constitution written. in
That was the
blood of
reference
the-
to
yeah.
reference to Raiders of the Lost Ark. And they're like, maybe it's And he's like, don't make me say it. And then also when they're leaving, if you look, a lot of people don't realize this, but
I didn't know this until you.
there's
and
two lights, UFOs that take off at the same time
while they're pulling out of the
while they're
base.
taking off.
I did not see that.
And I think that's a
watched it.
reference to Night of the Living Dead, where they think they reference
On the radio, they say that
it was
an
an alien
Yeah,
contagion.
yeah.
Well, they wind up fucking wrecking because
Some
fucking
blowjob.
Henrietta is fucking blowing her new husband in the car, and he wrecks head on. Like, they fucking die instantly. That bitch died with a dick in her mouth. Like, that is a horrible
That
way to
happens
die.
in American Gods too.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it happens in the TV
Yeah, so
show,
they're
but
like,
it happens in
hey,
the book.
what's up with they radio in after the wreck? Oh, there's casualties. And they're like, what about the cargo? Oh, the cargo's, it's open. You can get out of there. And he's like, 10-4, what was that? You can get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. And
If
listen.
they're talking to you like that, you need to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
So they take off, and this fucking zombie comes out and starts eating them. So they run into the hills. That whole scene from them running into the hills and the zombie chasing them is exact from American Werewolf in London.
Dude, I'm glad you brought that up. I was going to say that. Like, they literally did the exact same shots and same camera
Same
angles.
camera angles and dialogue from American Werewolf in
Yeah.
London. And I thought that was fucking awesome. Where you find out that fucking Zeus, that's the name of the zombie, the main zombie, Zeus fucking goes and rips one of the motherfuckers' jaws off.
So, the thing about Zeus that is not... that's weird is he is a soldier as well. If you look, he's wearing dog tags. So
What's up with all the hands, Jamie?
there's zombies everywhere. So
Is that what that is?
he's
I thought he
wearing
was
dog
waving at
tags
us.
as well. So like, did the aliens create the zombies? Or the
That's what they're.
zombies an
I
alien
think that's what
race?
he's. Every time I said zombie. Yeah, I think it's a throwback to Night of the Living Dead.
Where they on the radio comes on and says it was a
Yeah.
there was a spaceship shot down.
So that's how the fucking.
Yeah.
And it's cool when they go over the fucking hill and it's Vegas. I thought that was fucking cool.
Yeah, and so
That
like,
whole beginning scene took 5 fucking weeks to film
dude,
because he wanted a certain fucking light to shine over the hills. So they only had a limited amount of time.
oh,
to
like
get...
they're filming with real daylight.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So
Okay.
5 weeks to get it all blended together. And I was like, holy fuck.
Dude, that's awesome. I mean, to me, like,
That's putting like,
that's
you
a
know
good
what?
director.
You want me to fucking direct this? This is what I want.
yeah, yeah. World War Z was the only movie that cost more than this. I think this blows World War Z out of the water.
I consider World War Z a Disney zombie movie.
Dude.
There's fucking no blood. There is no blood.
It's got Brad Pitt though.
Yeah. Brad Pitt.
He left Jen. So, the
They're rebooting that, by the way.
so when they're like the opening scene, when they're filming the opening scene, the opening credits, which don't take place like, I don't know how far it is, like 20 minutes in the movie.
I think 15.
But okay, before the opening credits actually start, dude, the opening credits are so awesome. It has like a Liberace
Tree of Life.
film.
Have you seen Tree of Life?
No.
Fuck.
So the opening scene starts out with like a Liberace impersonator on the piano that's like, let's go boys or whatever, and it goes into this like kind of slow motion like
That totally reminded me.
montage of where we got to where we are.
Totally reminded me of Zombieland. With the Master Puppets. Was it Master Puppets?
I can't remember.
It was a fucking great opening scene.
But the opening credits are so good. Like them just showing like the slow destruction and takeover of Vegas.
When they show the fucking military guys coming down slow in the parachutes and
Dude,
the zombies
that
are waiting and he's fucking trying to
He's
shoot.
like shooting down, but he's descending
And
into
they-
a horde.
And I thought that was awesome when the parachute covers him and you just see the blood splatting
Yeah.
all over the parachute.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
I remember you telling me about that, Mr. Monkey. All the old ladies were like, oh, I made you some fucking caldo.
Dude, when I lived in Dallas, I can't remember what movie it was, but Tom Cruise filmed a movie there, and he rented the house across the street from my brother. Like that's where he rented the house, and my sister-in-law was like, Brad Pitt was out there. Tom Cruise was out in the front yard today, and I'm like,
Was he like just in his fucking, with his
I don't
fucking
know,
dong hanging out?
chonies? Is that what they call them? Chonies? Chonies? Chonies?
Hey, you said, hey, Mr. Monkey, you said Jack Black. You went into the store, right? And Jack Black was in line buying some fucking Fritos and fucking beer one time.
What did they film here with him in it?
Mr. and Smithville.
Oh, what movie though?
Fuck. What movie was it? I can't remember. It was a great fucking movie. True
Nacho
story.
Libre. Hey, thank you so much for gifting that sub, Mr. Monkey. Now that you've
thank
been
you,
gifted
Megan.
a sub, you can use some cool
Oh, you're so sweet, Megan.
you
Shit.
can use some cool emojis.
Emojis.
Yeah,
Images?
yeah, emojis.
Emojis.
Yeah, man, I cannot say enough about this movie. This is to me as much shit as it got, and I think it's like I wrote it down here, a 5.7 out of 10, which is what most horror movies are now.
Bernie. Yes, Bernie.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, it was filmed in Smithville.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Fuck yeah, Jack Black should have been nominated for an Oscar. Well, I don't know about an Oscar.
was-
Maybe a fucking Emmy.
Yeah, that was a good movie. So, as much shit as this movie got, I loved it.
I don't fucking get it. I have no idea why people.
Dude, the alien queen, like,
Zombie.
the zombie queen, like, how often do you see a zombie that you're like, oh, she's kind of hot?
Yeah, she's fucking hot for being all rotten.
Like, it's kind of weird. Like, I mean, she's moving and stuff like a. I mean, so Zeus and the queen are both stunt people in real life. They're like not well.
Dude, I love the way she moves around, all squatting and fucking
It was
snarling and shit.
fucking awesome. What's weird to me is you look on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes, she's not even in like the top like 20 people in the credits, and I'm like, why is she not credited higher? Like she was more than like hostage number 1, and they're like credited above her. It was really weird to me.
Bunny rat crash.
But yeah, she I thought she was awesome. Like,
I like how the makeup people went into so much detail with their contacts.
dude, like the Alpha's makeup was awesome.
Yeah, Zeus's makeup, he was covered waist from head to waist with layers. And he looked so fucking good.
Yeah,
her too. Like
both of them had God, what was I'm trying to think of the I can't think of the makeup artist's name. I think it starts with a J. But anyways, yeah, I watched an interview with him, and they had like over 20 prosthetics for each one of them that was taking like 3 hours a day with 3 people applying them. Like, that's crazy. That's so nuts to think that.
even the teeth from alphas to what do they call shamblers?
Shamblers, yeah.
Shamblers? Yeah, even the fucking teeth in between them were different.
Well, the Shamblers were
And
like.
people were like, this movie sucked.
Well, the
Fuck off.
Shamblers were like traditional
Rotting, falling out.
rotting, falling apart zombies.
I'm sorry, I would get bit by a fucking alpha.
The Alphas were like an actual, hey, we're alive
Still.
race. Like, we're not dying. We're like an alive race. And they have like a social order. They have like they have thoughts and feelings. So the queen ends up being pregnant, and when she gets killed, the baby dies.
You find out that fucking what's his fuck? They don't even want the fucking money. Tanaka?
Mathis. Yeah, Tanaka. And
He doesn't even want the money. He just sends them in there for his security guy to get Martin to get the head of a zombie alpha so they can fucking weaponize it. He could give 2 shits about the money.
Yeah.
So he fucks them all over, takes her head, the queen's head, and winds up killing the fucking. Zeus finds out, he hears her screaming.
Yeah.
So he goes out there on his fucking little pony, My Little Pony, and picks up her dead body and cuts out the baby.
Dead dream pony.
And the little baby's all fucking.
He's all blue and life beating in him, and then he dies.
And he gets fucking pissed.
Yeah. He screams.
And then that's it. It's fucking done. He's gonna fucking kill everybody.
Yeah. Man, I think this is one of the greatest. I think this is a great zombie movie. I don't understand why people. I mean, yes, there's always that stuff where you're like, oh, why did they do this? They could have done this. They could have. That's there's no movies written other than Ben-Hur that have no loopholes. Have you seen Ben-Hur? It's a classic. I don't really know. I'm just kidding. There's probably loopholes and plot holes in that.
Is it about the gender?
It's a Ben-Hur.
No.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about
Ben-Hur. It's a gender
it's
bender.
about this guy named Ben, and he wants.
He rides a cart around and whips people. Whoosh. He has a cart with horses.
Ben. His name is Ben, but he wants to be a her.
Yeah. I used to love when I was a kid. This is so far off topic. I used to love the I I don't know what the song is called, but the piano song that was like the main theme from Chariot of Fire.
Didn't that sweep all the Oscars that year?
Yeah. So I loved that song. So when I like became a teenager, I was like, I'm gonna watch that movie. God damn, that's it. Like I was just like, this is the most boring, fucking terrible movie. But I still love the song.
Mr. Monkey said, "Bend them."
Yeah, bend them.
That's the one I'm talking about. I'm sorry, that's the one I meant, not bend her, bend them.
Bend them. Yeah, it was good. I don't know. Do you
So it's just about them going and getting this money out. You find out they get dicked over for a zombie head. You know what pissed me off? I told you, fucking Dave Bautista's daughter. She winds up fucking scooting along because the coyote, there's a coyote in the group that takes people in to get money, but she winds up leaving some of them because
they don't show back up.
they don't show back up. So she's like, I'm fucking leaving.
I'm not gonna stay home.
So she takes one of Batista's daughters in because she wants money to get out of the camp. There's camps around the fucking the Vegas wall. So the daughter's like, I'm gonna go. That bitch pissed me off, dude. So she heads out. They get the money. They break the safe. They get the money. And she winds up disappearing to go look for them.
So
Pissed me off. She's the one that ruined the whole fucking vibe.
Dave, but you're talking about in the story, Dave Bautista's daughter.
Yeah.
If she wouldn't have disappeared just random, not like, hey guys, I'm gonna go over here and look for this. She just is gone all of a sudden. So all of a sudden Dave Bautista's like, well, I guess I gotta go back.
I gotta go find her.
And then Tig's character's like, well, okay, and I'll wait for you and I'll come back and get you. If she wouldn't have ditched them to go find these people who end up dying anyways, they would have just gone on the helicopter and left with all the money.
Fucking dumb broad. That was also a reference to Aliens.
Which one?
When
What?
Tig takes off and they go out there and,
Oh,
like,
and then
she's
she comes
gone.
back.
And she's
Yeah.
like, that was total reference.
Yeah. But yeah, the daughter...
Pissed me off. I was like, she ruined the whole fucking movie.
It's not even his real daughter. Why did he go back to look for her? She's a stepdaughter.
Oh, yeah, I would have left that broad.
I've been like, well, she ran off.
She ran off. She's on my fucking
Get
blood.
on the helicopter and fly away.
If it was me and it was Lyric, I'd be like, all right, Lyric, you can go look for your friend. That's what I thought about watching this movie. I'm like, okay, I guess.
Yeah, her just leaving.
But I know Lyric wouldn't have been a dumb fucking broad and she would have took care of shit.
But what's weird is she just leaves. She doesn't say like, hey, I'm going to walk over here. She just like leaves the group. Who does that in a zombie apocalypse?
Now we can talk about the robot zombies.
Okay, so there's weird shots
So
where...
everybody fucking dies in the main fucking... They're leaving. They're trying to get the fuck out of there. After they open the safe, they're blasting all these fucking zombies away. They shoot one in the head, and it's a fucking robot.
Well, they don't actually say it's a robot, but
It's a fucking robot, Doug. It has glowing eyes in
its
it.
eyes are going blue, and whenever they shoot it, like weird sparks come out.
Yeah, but you can see the metal underneath. It looks like a fucking T-1000.
I didn't see that.
Watch that bitch again.
I tried to watch for that.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I saw the eyes.
Oh,
going
that's
blue.
right. You watched it on a fucking 22-inch TV. Maybe go to my house and watch it on a 65, and you'll see fucking T-1000 underneath that fucking
If they want to make a movie for the common folk, they need to make it for the 19-inch television. Most people are watching shit on their iPhones nowadays. They're like, how are they going to see that?
How are you going to see any of that on that 12-inch black and white TV you had in your house?
I could tell there were weird sparks coming out of its head.
I saw it all. And we didn't even talk about the time loop.
I don't know if there's a time loop.
Dude,
but they
it's a time
talk
loop.
about
It's a
time loop.
fucking time loop.
He did some weird shit.
And I
with this
fucking love
movie.
it. That's what people hated about it. People didn't like that. I'm like, fuck, it's something different. It gets people, they don't like to think. People don't like to think nowadays. They just want an old-fashioned fucking go in and get eaten by zombies movie. They don't want to.
The only thing that's good about people not wanting to think is means they'll watch our show and not care about spoilers.
Yeah, it's cool. Hi.
Cyberdyne. Yep.
You know what? I have no idea what to think about the robots. No idea. I don't even know what to think. Like,
Well, so
maybe the government put in robot zombies to watch,
the other
to
zombies.
keep an eye on them, to see what they're doing. Maybe they thought, hey, they're organized. Maybe.
Maybe the alphas are actually so far advanced alien culture that they're like,
And maybe that's why, you know what? We need to loop that site.
yeah,
Because if they get out, we're fucked.
I don't know. I don't know what to think about it, but Zack Snyder definitely in a couple interviews did say some stuff about it being like some cybernetic type zombies. But they're not all, I mean, they're obviously like, because they bite you and you get a machine doesn't fucking bite you or shock you and you turn into a machine.
It's still going to tear your fucking asshole up.
Yeah, but you don't turn into a zombie.
Yeah, but you're still going to fucking die.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's better.
These guys are running around.
I don't know. I think I'd rather be a zombie.
Alpha zombie for sure. I don't know.
I was kind of disappointed Dave Bautista got fucking bit.
One of the things I didn't like is when Dave Bautista,
Started shooting guns. He's a gun.
whenever
advocate.
he
No gun
at the
advocate.
end started to turn into a zombie and his daughter had to shoot him. Spoiler alert. He can you do a spoiler alert after you've done the spoiler?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
This is our fucking show.
So after he slowly starts becoming a zombie, and he's sitting there apologizing to his daughter about not being there, and he starts becoming a zombie. He's like, I was like, I thought those voices really sucked.
You sound like a fucking chicken.
Yeah, it was not good. Wait, I did or he did?
No, he did.
Oh yeah.
So the whole time, I know my roommate. The whole time watching that movie, dude, as I get older, I talk to the TV. Do you talk?
You don't do that while I'm there.
Yeah, I do sometimes.
While I'm there? I've never noticed it. I'll start looking for it.
I'm all fucking standing there when she's changing and crying, and I'm like, "You did this, bitch." I'm talking to the TV, and Rabina comes out to use the restroom, and I'm like, I wonder if she heard me. She's like, "This crazy motherfucker."
He's in here talking to movies.
And I'm like, I get so into it. I'm like, this is all your fault, bitch. I get into the movies. I was so pissed.
That's messed up.
Thank you, Megan.
I don't know. What else we got to talk about? Anything on this movie? I think it's great.
It's one of my favorite movies besides the series Midnight Mass.
You know, whenever you said we should watch Day Shift, I was like, okay, cool. Like that's a one that just came out. And then you said we should talk about Army of the Dead with it. I was kind of like, man, that came out like a year ago. I mean, which is dumb, but I'm glad you did, because rewatching it, I'm like, dang, this is actually a really good movie. This is because I just watched it again probably a week ago, I guess. It is such a good movie. And I think like I love zombie movies. They're probably my favorite overall genre of horror.
I like good zombie movies. It's like fucking overkill now.
Well, yeah, but
Everybody wants to make a zombie. I still have my story.
that's what I got.
One day I'll tell you it. And it's amazing.
I'll
And
turn it into a script.
I told Lyric, the first movie you make, I want you to make my
She's not
story.
gonna do it.
Yes, she is.
So
I know she's gonna do it.
zombie movies are kind of what got me into horror movies. So I have like a special place in my heart for them. But this one, I was like, God dang, this is such a good zombie movie. It's like, it's original. It's shot amazing. Like the CGI, dude, whenever that tiger, the zombie tiger,
It was based on a real tiger,
Dude.
Petunia or something from some fucking big cat
the
sanctuary.
whenever it is killing Martin,
That's fucking when they eat his fucking face off.
that was some great CGI. Like
It was part CGI, part.
That's the thing, is they blended the two really
When you
well.
blend shit like that, it works out. So, they said the tiger is a Zeus bit it.
Oh, okay.
Zeus bit it. That's why it's still feline, and you know it's an alpha because it goes up to the car and it fucking lays down like a regular cat.
Yeah, it's not all like just
It's
shambler.
not a fucking crazy. Yeah, I thought that was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't get why people didn't like this.
I don't either. I thought it was a great movie, and like, I don't know. I haven't. What's weird is talking to people. I haven't met anybody that says they don't like this movie, but man, online people just ripped it, and I wonder if a lot of it is it had a lot of hype, and you're one of those anti-hype people now, and
No, I like I said, I like Dave Bautista as an actor, and I like Zack Snyder, and I like zombie movies. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking watch this. I can't wait.
dude, Zack Schneider, man, he's done some great movies. He's a good director. He did 300.
I saw that in IMAX 3D. I waited in line for like fucking 3 hours.
Dude, we went to IMAX, and we didn't buy.
That was the first time I've ever been to an IMAX theater.
It wasn't my first time to be to IMAX, but I saw it, and unfortunately I got front row.
So you were like this?
Which doesn't bother me usually, but like I mean, I like front row a lot of times, but like in a theater where the screen is that big and it's that much action, it was like, I was like, holy fuck, what's happening? Like, it was like so close, but
They're releasing Avatar again on IMAX 3D.
I saw that in 3D too.
They're releasing it for.
I saw it with the
a week.
nice glasses that they're like, please place your glasses in this box for sanitization.
I've always wanted to take them, and I never have. I don't know what I use them for.
Yeah, you can't. Everything looks fucked up with them. But yeah, I saw that in LA. It's good.
So yeah,
IMAX.
everybody dies.
Except for the stupid daughter that caused everybody to die.
And fucking the side guy with the saw.
He gets turned into he's turned into a zombie though.
You were talking about how he got bit and stuff. I don't know. We'll just see where it goes in part 2.
Well, Army of the World, or whatever the fuck it's going to be called, Army Dead of the World. I don't know what it's called. They already have it announced. They haven't started filming it yet that I know of, but
Army of the Dead and Loving It.
Yeah.
Part 2, part 6.
Army of the Dead and Loving It. For some reason, that just made me think about that. What's the Seth Green movie?
Look at Seth Green.
Where his hand gets chopped off. The hand gets chopped off, and it's a zombie hand. Seth Green's
Idle
a zombie
Hands?
with, yeah, man, Idle Hands. For some reason, whenever you said that, it made me think of Idle Hands.
Dude, I haven't seen that in like
That's a good
20
zombie
years.
movie. That's a
20
good
years.
hand possession movie. Yeah, I think this is a great movie, and if anyone hasn't seen it, they should see it. Day Shift.
Idle Hands isn't as good as The Hand with Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fucking great, dude. The ending is like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna say it. Watch The Hand.
Day Shift, I feel like, is a movie where if you want to watch a comedy type movie, it's a good movie. Comedy horror. But I wouldn't be like, oh, you've got to watch this. But Army of the Dead, I kind of feel like it's one of those movies that you really should watch.
You need to watch it.
That's how I feel.
ASAP.
So get a thumbs up. We're like the new Siskel and Ebert.
Siskel and Eberto.
Siskel and Eberto.
Siskel and Eberto.
Yeah, sounds good to me. So, I don't know. That's about it for me.
Yeah, I think it was. I think we discussed enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we talking about next week?
Next week, dude. Next week is Butt Boy and Glorious.
Dude, I can't wait. I've been waiting to watch Glorious.
So Glorious is a new.
Butter fucking messaged me and he was like, he sent me the movie poster. And I was like, dude, we're reviewing that in 2 weeks. And I was like, what do you think? I haven't watched it yet. He was like, fucking awesome.
So
and Butter has good taste in music in movies.
So Glorious is Shudder original. Glorious is a Shudder original. Haven't seen it yet. And Butt Boy is on Tubi right now. So it's free for anyone to watch.
Man,
you just have to download
Tubi has some great fucking movies.
Tubi for a free, you just have to like sit through 3 or 4 commercial breaks, but they don't edit anything. But it's completely free. Tubi is awesome. But Butt Boy is on Tubi. And Glorious, both, would you call those body horror?
I haven't seen them yet, but I'm pretty sure, yeah.
They're definitely something
I don't know.
to do with
Glorious,
body parts.
Glorious, still, that movie poster has a lot of pinks and purples.
It has a lot of, you know what else has a lot of pinks and purples? Because I just watched it.
My fucking thong?
The Gate.
The Gate is...
Lots of pinks and purples.
The Gate is considered kind of like sci-fi cosmic.
Lots of pinks and purples coming out of that movie. Lots of pinks and purples. So, yeah, we'll have to talk about that when we talk about The Gate. But
you think that's funny, don't you?
I do think it's funny.
My cosmic horror, body horror, sci-fi horror, horror, vampire horror, whores.
Zombie horror.
Just plain whores.
Yeah. Horror.
Whores.
So
yeah, watch.
Yeah, I mean, I
in October, every day in October,
we're going to stream for 31 days straight.
31 days straight, every day a different movie. So if you go to our schedule, you'll see what movies we're going to be streaming.
I think we have everything up on the schedule now, but I'm not sure. Because that's a lot of work getting all that shit up on the schedule. But I think it's all up.
I know, I feel bad because I don't know shit about that. I could do it, but I'd probably fuck it all up.
Don't touch it.
You'd be like, everything's gone.
Don't touch it.
Everything's gone. What did you do?
You deleted everything.
There's just a picture of you and your thong.
your sparkly thong. So,
and it says, I'm Team Edward.
Dude, if we can find something to make those, they're going up on the store. So, I think that's it for this week. Definitely, if you don't have Shudder,
if you buy, so I tell everybody, go to Amazon, buy the AMC Plus.
It includes
add-on.
Shudder.
It includes Shudder. It includes the
AMC Plus.
It has
AMC Plus.
AMC Plus. It has Shudder
or whatever. AMC.
IFC has the IFC channel and it has another one. Sundance,
yeah.
So you get all these extra channels. There's some that they omit, and a lot of it is Joe Bob Briggs movies. I mean, why do you want to see that fucking plastic monster that sits with him? So anyway, if you have Amazon, buy the AMC Plus add-on, and it comes with Shudder.
If you don't have Amazon, you don't want to buy Amazon or get Amazon or Shudder, Tubi is 100% free. And
it has a fucking crazy amounts of horror movies.
Lots of horror movies. And it's free. You don't have to do anything other than sign up and then watch commercials. So I mean, there are a lot of good horror movies on there. So if you don't want to pay anything like me, you just get Tubi and at least watch Butt Boy for next week. And
I think my streaming monthly payment for everything I stream is
$3,000.
Yeah, $2,500.
Yeah, with inflation, it's going to go up to like $4,000.
But I have like everything.
You have Disney?
I know, but I still haven't seen. I want to see Doctor Strange. And I've been watching She-Hulk. It's actually pretty fucking good. It's interesting.
I told you about She-Hulk, and you were like, "Fuck."
It looked
She-Hulk,
fucking
and now you're
dumb.
like,
It looked dumb, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch an episode, and I fucking really dug it.
I haven't seen it.
I don't care, Doug. I'm telling you, I liked it.
But the actress that plays She-Hulk is awesome.
She's a porn actress, right? You said?
No. I didn't say that.
Well, she was in a.
No, she was in a
You can't do what, Mr. Monkey?
She's a what are those people called? UK actresses.
She's British?
She's British.
No, she's
British.
British.
Yeah, so she's British. And she's Orphan Black. Fucking great.
I don't know what that is.
Great.
Sounds like a porn to me.
She's the lead character. I don't know what her name is. I can't remember her name, the actress's name, but she's the lead character in Orphan Black, and she plays like multiple characters because it's a story about clones, and she plays multiple versions of herself. Fucking awesome. Oh, she's not even British. See, she just plays a British character in one of the.
Oh, she thinks she's fucking Renee Zellweger and fucking Britney's Baby's Mamas. What's it called?
Britney's Baby's Mamas. Are you talking about the
Princess
one with
Diaries Mama Baby? What's it called? With Renee Zellweger?
Are you talking about
Jamie, could you look that up?
Are you talking about Show Me the Money? Show me the money.
Britney's Baby's Mama Daddy Baby. And
Show me the money. I'm coming with you.
Renee Zellweger. Oh,
Yeah,
I just
I'm coming with you. Show me the money. You had me at hello.
Bridget Jones's Diaries
You
Baby's
had me
Mama.
at hello.
Bridget
You had me at hello.
Bridget Jones's Diary. So she did such an amazing job, Renee Zellweger, playing a British person that the British people thought she's one of the best actresses ever playing a British person. Have you seen it?
She was probably like, hello. And they're like,
Oh my God.
She had me at hello.
She had me at hello.
Yeah. That's all I know.
That's racist.
Why?
Because you're portraying a British person. You're not.
They're white. That's not race. I mean, most British people are white, I think. Majority.
No, they're not.
Are they not? They were when I was there, but that's been like 20 years.
Oh, times have changed. Times have changed.
I'm ready to go.
Where are you going?
Home. Your mom probably didn't want us in her basement anymore. I mean, you live here, so.
Man, I smell fucking caldo.
What's that? What's that? I mean, I smell that. I don't know what it is.
Meat, potatoes, Spanish juice.
Why is your mom making that shit at 10 o'clock at night? Is it for tomorrow?
No. I told her, Mom, can you make us some caldo before we leave?
So I can go upstairs and eat? That's awesome.
Oh, and hold fucking kernels, hold fucking baby corn. No. Hold, what do you call it? The corn niblets? Is that what you call them?
I don't know. Oh, just like whole, like, baby corn kernels? Baby cobs? Okay. Cobs.
Cobs.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go home.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go home. I'm going to get some of that stuff you're talking about and take it home.
Some caldo?
Caldo home.
Caldo.
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 Okay.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks,
Yeah.
everybody who fucking subscribed and offered tier 1 subscriptions. And Megan,
Yeah.
Mr. Monkey, I love you. Thank you
Thanks for everybody for hanging out.
for trying to save that old man that wasn't even in the burning house, but you tried.
Yeah. Okay.
Megan, love you.
Next week.
Can't wait to see you. You're
Next
going to be
week.
on fucking, she's going to be on, you got to put her on the schedule.
People on the stairs.
People under the stairs, Megan.
Cool. Okay. We will see you guys next week.
Thanks, tune in and talk shit. Make sure you watch Butt Boy and Glorious.
Yep. See you guys later.
Later.